No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. No. I'm just sorting some bits out. Hold on. Because last time we played, OBS wasn't picking up any of you. It was just me. So I didn't publish that bit. I didn't publish that video because it would have looked shit. It's just me talking to myself. Yeah, it was fucking weird. Yeah, it's just me. Awkward. So I'm trying to work out audio output capture. So if I put it to that, is that going to start? It's picking up somebody there.
Hello.
But who? It is. It's picking it up. You got it.
So that's audio output. I want it to come off desktop audio. Really? Hold on. Hold on a minute. All right. Change. Okay, hold on. I'll turn that down. Right. Someone say something, and Jenna, can you just check to see if it's working?
Yeah.
Hello. Pop, pop, pop.
It's working.
Testing, testing.
Who am I and what am I
I
doing
just heard
here?
that pop, pop, pop. I'm serious, yeah, it's definitely working.
Excellent. Right. Let's keep
Yeah.
all those.
Good job, everybody.
All right. I think that's working. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Friday D&D.
Yay! Finally.
Finally, after a week's emergency break. So you were discussing what happened last time. Would someone like to take us over what happened? If you can remember. It's only been 2 weeks, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And Jenna keeps incredible notes.
Thank you. I'm not doing it again though. I keep mispronouncing names. No, I can write it down. I'm just not reading it.
It's alright if you mispronounce. I'm not one. I can't pronounce anyone's fucking name apart from Carl and Reese.
Which I'm amazed at because so many people pronounce it wrong.
That's because it's spelt like a fucking lunatic.
No, it's spelt correctly.
Isn't that a Welsh
Proper
way?
way. It is indeed the Welsh way.
That's
Even though you
how
are not
Reese is
Welsh
spelt
at
in my
all.
mind.
It is the correct way. REECE is bullshit, and we all know it.
Actually,
what
no.
about
Yeah, I
Reese's
hate
Pieces?
RWCE. It sucks.
It does. It is stupid.
I do just want to say rice,
RHYS is
though.
the only correct way. That is what I get called. Not
Right.
infrequently.
Rise.
Rice.
And that as well. Rice.
Rice. Anyway,
Anyway.
Who's going to jump on the bullet then?
Well, I'm not talking too much, so somebody's gonna have to do that for me.
What, we gonna have a quiet session?
Yeah, actually
I'm
are
here.
this time.
Manon's
Yeah,
gonna
true.
be quiet.
Jenna's gonna do it both.
I've got it for the both of us.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to go or do you want me to do it?
I can have a go. Let's have a look.
Go on, Sam. Go
See
on,
on
Sam.
my piss poor note. That's fun. So we started off still in the carnival. Yes, and we were working out why Gildrick was having some sort of a freak out. And apparently, well, we could only see the Aurora Borealis, and he could see a pair of eyes staring at him.
Get eyes, man.
Weirdly, but none of us, we tried many different things, and we could still not see any eyes whatsoever. So we sort of wandered off on that idea as being just really, really weird. Then we sort of wandering around, and a hill giant walked up and was challenging people to an arm wrestle. Gildrick actually won that one, and got a massive 5 gold pieces for the trouble that he was not bitter about in any way, shape, or form.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not
Bag of
in the
holding
slightest.
the lot. 5 gold.
That's all we
Fuming,
know.
mate. Fuming.
Yeah. Then we went for the cup game, to which Manon failed, lost a temper again.
I didn't fail, I was cheated by this Five Nights at Freddy's motherfucker who didn't move when you punched him in the face.
Yep. So then Fallon attempted to steal the coins, to which Matey completely saw her doing it. And then Gildrick tried to use Detect Thoughts and worked out that there was like a almost mechanically
Yeah,
thought
they're all
pattern
like
going
following
on.
very like strict instructions or something.
Yeah. Which he then told us about, and we were like, no, this is way too weird. So we got a bit panicky, I believe.
We.
Oh no. You tried to push. Wait,
We
I
got
missed a bit.
panicky.
Got a bit fucking I was always panicking in that bloody place. Then he tried to push further into the thing's head, and then it switched it round and pushed him over. Wasn't it psychically threw you on
Yeah.
the floor?
Yeah, and then fucking read my book.
And started spouting shit about our backstories that we were keeping quiet and stum, and was just passing it out for everyone to hear.
Literally.
And I think it's at that point when he sort of let go and gave the book back, we were like, nah, we need to get the fuck out of here, because nah.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd pop out, and then maybe if we could get out, we could pop back in again. But as soon as we left, it sort of disappeared. And we were out in the wilderness. So that was a weird little thing. Then we continued to hunt out the we tried to look for Thirsty Kirsty. On the battlefield. We found loads of dead army people. And we did eventually find her body. So she is completely dead.
Rip thirsty Kirsty.
Yeah. She drained Kirsty now. But checking where the arrows were coming from, we sort of followed that. And found, well, Fallon and Manon went stealthily ahead. And then decided to have an argument in front of who was going up the ladders first.
Continue. I'll be right back. Need to see to little man.
Okie doke.
I don't think it was an argument of who was going up. I think it's whether we should have.
No. I remember the argument. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I think I wanted to go.
Yeah, you do.
And then yeah, the Yuan-Ti appeared. Started battering the shit out of us, if I remember.
Yeah, I
And there
got.
was an army
I'm
coming
like-
around the corner.
I'm
Yeah.
like half health, so yeah, they fucking smacked me about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There was two of like the 16-foot ones,
Yeah.
and then more little ones.
Yeah, shitloads of them.
Mm.
Full fucking army.
Unpleasant.
And then I think Aiden saw it, shouted like "fuck," and we ran.
Yeah, we
And that was the gist.
bolted,
Yeah, no, fuck this
and
shit.
then we just kind of ran straight back to the citadel. Is kind of think where we left it off.
It
Possibly.
was in like the process of running.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We didn't
left
actually
on
make
there.
camp then. We
No,
just
I think we
was
just
running.
bolted. Yeah.
Yeah, we left it when we fled.
And this
So we
is
need to figure out how far away we are back from getting back. If it's worth camping out or not.
I think it was like 2 days to get here.
2 or
I
3
remember
days,
right.
depending on
Yeah.
how long.
Hmm.
Yeah. 2
Well,
or 3
the
days.
carnival doesn't count though because that did a
Oh
time
yeah, we
and
weren't
wine
travelling.
thing.
Yeah. It was at least, I'd say, at least maybe 3 days.
I'll have to ask God when he gets back
Yes.
how long it should be.
God has all the answers.
Mm. I think the kid's not there at all. I think he just got bored.
Wow. Wow. I was trying, okay?
No, I don't think he was
Gosh.
bored. I'm just saying that's probably what you
Wow.
Like, 'cause he knows what happens. He feels like I can
I
never
was here.
remember. He has to know what happens so we can plan the next session. So he doesn't need to hear it.
So he just goes through and goes, oh shit, that's what happened. Hang on. I need to
Yeah,
check that.
yeah. Makes it up every time.
Fuck, that's what they
Change
remember.
the session on the fly. Oh shit! Right now, what do I do?
Probably.
Hmm.
Well, apparently I'm only 25 out of 34 health. I thought it was worse than that.
I'm
Maybe I didn't.
44 out
I
of
think I
41.
managed to dodge.
I took a big chunk. That was from
Okay,
one attack.
travelling.
as well.
41? How come you got 41 health? Wow.
I
I want 41 health.
took, like, as one of my invocations, I took the tough feat, so I get extra HP.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
I've
was say I'm
built my
full
guy
health
to
at
be a tank,
37.
a bit of a tank anyway.
Mm.
I thought at least one of us has got to have some decent HP.
Brutal.
That's not too bad.
I was about to say, I'm the worst, and I've got the one of the highest you can get as a mage.
Yeah, you like fucking
I'm on 36 hit points.
draconic sorcerers get some decent
Yeah.
buffs this.
How have I only
update.
got 34 then? Wow. I need to work on that.
You need to roll better on your fucking
Constitution,
hit
isn't
die
it?
is what you need to do.
Well, that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I've only
Need to
got
what?
15 con. Need to roll better on your hit die when you level up.
Mm.
Get them 10s rolling in.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 18 constitution and I've got 41 HP.
Fucking hell, you've got the same HP as me. I've got 15 con.
Oh, no,
Everyone's got more
37.
HP than I have.
Tell a lie, 37.
Everyone's got more HP than the fighter. Even the sorcerer.
What are you doing?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. It was me thinking I was doing quite well. Never mind. However, I'm quite good at like dodging shit because of my dexterity.
So what's your health
Yeah,
at,
you've
hon?
all got. I'm pretty sure you've all got.
Mine's
higher
at
AC than
25 out of 34.
I'm not that good at dodging then.
It's only docked, what, like 10 points?
You got bold.
It's only a smidgen.
Yeah.
Sure, it was
I think
Chris's
we
rolls
all
that
have-
made them miss me.
Oh yeah.
I've been spent for that one.
I need to get some.
How's
better armor,
everyone's
man.
week then?
16 AC is fucking brutal. Ah,
Said, how's everyone's week been anyway? It's been lovely weather. Don't know about you guys.
it's been a bit cold up until about today. Today it
Oh,
got nice
really?
and warm. Yeah, it's been a bit chilly.
It's been fucking
cold.
scorching up here, isn't it, Jenna?
Yep.
You turned up like wearing all black at my house. I was
When-
like, what you doing? It's like 20 degrees.
Do you not know me at all? I wear the occasional colour.
It's
when
not
I
a
feel
style,
cold.
it's a lifestyle.
Exactly.
And like Doc Martin-esque boots.
Which baked in the
They
sun.
are year round.
Yeah.
They are year round fashion.
Quality.
I was going to put my Docs on, but I was like, no, they're too heavy, and I'm going to be stomping around, and I did not want to do that. So I was like, I'll just put my lighter ones on. That was still a mistake. I
Put your
them
light
back
armor on
to
instead
leave,
of
and I was
heavy
like, oh my
armor.
god, they're warm. Horrible. We did just go and sit in the sun for like 3 hours, though, babe.
Yeah, well, we put the parasol up for you, don't we, darling?
No, it's because I failed.
He's sat in the
Oh,
shade.
that's cute.
You should have put parasol.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I want to
Sexy
bake.
Victorian child.
Yeah.
I've returned.
It was a lovely day.
Oh no.
Ah, that's right.
God is back.
I prefer Jesus, but fine.
So, we had a question about, because obviously when we were heading out, we got caught up in the carnival. So we're
Mhm.
trying to figure out like roughly how many days would it take to get back, because
2.
we don't know whether we need to be taking a rest or not. 2 days to be back.
I don't think
Um,
we're running
how many
for 2
days-
days straight.
How many days it took you to get to the cut from Cragpass to the carnival? Is that what you're asking? At the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where we. Yeah, I assume so then, because if we made it from the carnival to wherever we went to, also should be.
I think you rolled twice. I think it was 2 days
Hmm.
travel.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That was my question.
Yes. But have no fear. You do. I don't think you would have legged it the entire way back. I'd imagine you probably legged it for a couple hours and then were like, we don't need to run. That would be ridiculous. So I'd say like maybe like 2 more days later, you arrive back at the familiar gates of the Cragpass City or Cragpass Citadel.
Okay.
Uh, Things seem to be picking up again. There are, there's now a queue again of merchants trying to get in. There seems to be more than just 2 guards on the gate. And as you sort of get closer, you realise that they're basically like trainees, and the reason there's more of them is because they're all getting trained on what to check for merchants and visitors to the city. But you get let in, you get greeted. Some of the more senior guards sort of kind of recognize you. They still check your weapons and stuff like that, but it's quite an easy, no fuss, no frills service to get through the gates. But not yet. It's probably around about midday on the. Probably mid-afternoon, actually, on the second day that you arrive back. So it's still daylight, it's still busy.
Cool.
Amazing. So just to confirm, we obviously cut the day, so we've had a long rest, yeah? Yeah, we get all of our rest and stuff. Just to check.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
you'll be rested. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd say probably the best place for us to head first is to the Burgomaster, just to give him the rundown of what we've seen.
Enough to see Lucy.
Yeah, I was going to say, who do we need to report to?
Yeah, I think the Burgomaster's probably the one we need to see.
Okay.
If anyone, is everyone alright with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to report what happened to Thirsty Kirsty and whatnot.
And the rest of the army.
Yeah, them
Okay.
too.
You're all well. I say you're all clever. That's the wrong. You're not. But you figure that the Burgomaster is going to be, although you've seen him all around town in the past, the first place to probably check would be the Burgomaster's house. So you head up there. One of the guards is very much a greenhorn. He kind of like looks at you scared because like no one dressed like you ever comes up to the posher area of this city. So he kind of like you see his hands tighten around the spear, and just as you're about to like tell him to relax, Lucian opens the door, not to greet you. He doesn't seem to twig onto you, until he like turns and then like he locks his door and then turns and sees you and he's like, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Do you have time for a quick chat?
Yes, I do. And he like unlocks the door again and opens it. The guard kind of steps back and sort of eyes you a bit suspiciously, but it's purely down to him being new.
Oh, we follow him in as we go past the guard. I give him a nod and probably a slightly unnerving, toothy grin.
Yeah, like the guard's like face
Somebody
sort of
might be
recoils a
secret
little
out.
bit.
It's intended to be friendly, but I can imagine a toothy grin from Gildrick's gonna unnerve most people.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
As
But
I walk
Lucian's
past, I just, you'll get used to us. Don't worry about it. Carry on.
I hope I will, sir. But Lucian like
Sir?
leads you in, and he sits
Gildrick
like
has a
he's
little
there's
chocolate item being called sir.
there's like this huge oak desk, with like reams and reams of parchment strewn all over it, like an inkwell and a quill, and quite a nice high back wing-backed chair. And he sits down. He's exasperated. He looks exhausted, but he's like, his bulk just falls into this chair. You hear it creak under his weight, and he sort of like puts his head back against it, and he sort of gestures for you guys to sit. There's an assortment of like maybe 3 or 4 chairs like in front, whereas obviously like received people and or he's been talking to people.
I'm just going to scan the room for where the nearest drink stand is, like a whiskey or something.
Oh yeah, he's got a very nice. He's got a very nice what you call it, a bureau.
There's a name for it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a drinks bureau off to one side with the traditional like wealthy white man like decanter, crystal decanter,
Whiskey, brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go over there and I'll pour out myself 1, 2, 3, 5 drinks, and I'll just put one in front of him as well.
He like looks at you with these like old, wizened, knackered eyes, and sort of like chugs this whiskey back, and you just hear him go.
I top it up again straight away.
He knocks it back, and he's like, right, okay.
You're gonna need that.
One for
I
knockback,
see.
one for sipping.
Yeah, he holds it in his like gloved hand, and he's occasionally like swilling it around, and looking at it, and so he turns to you, and he like, I assume that because you have not come back with anybody, that there's nobody to come back with.
I'm afraid
You
not.
would be correct.
He like slams the whiskey back. And he's like, oh, no one at all.
Nobody. The whole place looked like it had been ambushed. Not one survivor.
Yeah, there wasn't even a fight.
Bastards.
They didn't even empty their carts. But they had no idea what was happening to them.
He sort of like puts his head in his hands, and he looks up and he's like, okay, well, recruitment has started again. I've sent word off to Empire and Steam Cloud for reinforcements.
I would stress the importance of rebuilding the army as quickly as you can.
Oh,
How many Yuan-Ti did your intelligence tell you that there were? How big did you expect their forces to be?
I don't know. We have no idea.
Because I think it's bigger than you even expect.
Interesting.
We found, I'm assuming, where they're held up, and we were run out of there within minutes.
Yeah, it looked like they were ambushed by up on top of the. Was it a cliff?
Yeah.
Can't remember what description it was. Like higher up.
No.
So it looks like they were ambushed from that direction.
But
And that's what direction
they
found when we
knew
went to
that they were
investigate.
coming. Yeah, they knew that they were coming, and
Interesting.
overwhelming force.
I thank you for checking. Unfortunately, most of my coffers that I would reward you with have gone to rebuilding what we have left. However, on that news, there is some good, I suppose you could call it. And he sort of stands up, and you can see like this whiskey's gone straight to his head. So he stands up and he stumbles slightly, and then sort of catches himself, and he shakes his head off, and he leads off back to the door. And I assume you follow him.
Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
finish my drink and
Uh,
head out. Not wasting that.
He like
Only
leads you
slightly
down.
sway.
He leads you back down through the market square, back into like the main city towards the gates, and he leads you down like a small alley, which then opens out into another square. And in the center of this square is a newly constructed 2-story building. The scaffolding is still up, and there's a few hired hands who are currently sort of laying the last sort of section of roof tile on. And he sort of gestures with his hand, and he's like, "This is yours. Feel free to take a look around."
Is this the one I went through?
Yes, this is the one you went through. Yeah. Yeah.
Got ya.
Can we
Yep.
get a Scarlight
It's-
to commemorate where he was?
It just,
Could we make-
Can you just add that in?
Can we make
just a
sure
line
there's a
around
bed
the ground, like
underneath it?
trying to see.
Yeah. But yeah, like he leads you inside. You could feel free to take a look around. I assume you'll have a quick look around, but it's not the biggest building. It's quite big. So effectively, what it is you walk in, there is a square sort of communal area. On the opposite wall to where you walk in is like a large fireplace with some chairs, some sort of rudimentary sofas that have been sort of placed so they sort of face inwards towards this fire. And there's a few tables behind them, like where you would eat. And then there's a set of stairs off to the right hand side that leads to a balcony that encircles this sort of square seating area, and off that top square there are 4 individual rooms that have all been kind of styled to suit you as the townsfolk have sort of interpreted. So for example, like Gildrick's door has a stylized dragon head knocker on it, and inside it's all very silvers and golds, like night kind of what they would imagine knightly,
Metallic.
yeah. But they've done it to a budget, so although it looks quite nice, it's all very budget stuff. Aiden's is all very organic cloth looking. So like there's large like velvet drapes over your windows. Like your bed sheets are kind of like what they would expect a wizard's robe to look like. It's like sort of inlaid with sort of made up runes and patterns and stuff, like a kid's wonderful wizard's bedroom.
Wizard sleeve.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Is it pink?
I mean,
Manon, your room is very rudimentary and basic. Everything's like made of wood. There is a wooden barrel at your door, which has got various different weapons in it. Your bed seems to be sort of like robust looking, like very
What's that supposed to mean?
like square and
four-poster?
blocky. It's not a 4-poster, no. But it's like it's
Manon fucks.
no, it's more to represent strength.
Hasn't got a headstock at the bottom of it.
That's what I was thinking.
But like above they've basically like got all these cheap weapons and mounted them around the room.
please tell me
And
it
like
has,
shields.
Manon and Deacon at the head
It's
of
just-
the board.
It's just swords and daggers and shields and stuff they've like, and there's like an old suit of armor that someone's found and slightly polished up as a statue in there. And then Fallon's, yours is very dark. You've got like black drapes that like block all light coming in. There's like a black plush rug which dulls all footsteps around your room. Your bed is a small single bed with black and brown sort of bed sheets on it. And there is one of the hired hands is like, I made you something special, because you're a bit sneaky like. And he shows you that there's various stashes in your room. Like there's a floorboard that if you click down on, it'll pop up and there's a little stash underneath it. The side of your bed's got a little button. If you hit it, a little tray pops out the side of your bed, which is big enough for like a dagger. So he's like, he's well chuffed. He's well chuffed with himself.
Holes.
Yeah, it's like full of hidey holes. But yeah, so like it's effectively it's a sort of square common room, and upstairs there is 4 bedrooms off each wing. It's not they're not massive. It's not a massive place, but the common room is quite cozy. It's been designed that if that fire was lit, it would warm the entire house up. There's a small kitchen, and the burgomaster has provided kitchen staff for you, so whenever you are home, you will have staff there who will cook for you and serve drinks and stuff like that. So yeah, the burgomaster's like, I'm quite proud of it actually.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Where to stay where we don't have to pay for it. Great.
Oh no, absolutely.
This
I
is
think you've
seriously appreciated. Thank you so much.
I mean, we have only
you've-
paid for one night the entire time we've been here.
I mean,
you have
in general.
done the city a service.
But yes, thank you.
I am afraid though, however, that it comes with another ask.
I thought this was the reward.
It is. However, I'm struggling to get recruits for the rebuilding, and you mentioned that perhaps you might be going to Steam Cloud City.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is definitely a point of interest for us.
He like clicks his finger, and one of the soldiers that sort of was escorting with you hands a scroll over to him, and he hands it over to you, Gildrick. He's like, I suppose you couldn't possibly hand this in to the Prime Minister of Steam Cloud City.
Can certainly do that.
Thank you. His name is Jamie Herriot. A very rich man, as you can probably imagine, being in charge of one of the most advanced cities we've ever seen. He's a nice chap, I think. Shouldn't have too much trouble.
Would Manon have heard of him? Like, have heard anything about him?
Yeah, I think all of you have
Ain't
probably
living
heard
there
of
for a
him.
while.
Like he's like a prominent figure of the city. I would imagine all of you have heard of him. Manon's probably heard more about him.
Mm.
I
I just mean, like, what's the general vibe? Like, do people like him as the Prime Minister or not?
You stayed in Steam Cloud City, didn't you?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, just to see what my reaction would be being told that we have to go hand this to him. I'll just be interested to just know what my if I have any. You can tell me later if there is, but
It's
obviously
very
I've
much like
never
how
met the guy, but
yeah, it's very much how like we look at our parliament.
oh shit then.
Yes and no. Like
Okay.
on one hand, things are ticking over nicely, but on the other hand, a lot of stuff is shit. So like you ran around Steam Cloud City for a little bit, and it's a marvel of like technology, but there is a massive wealth divide between those who live in sectors 1, 2, and 3, and those who live in sectors 5, 6, and 7. There's like this huge wealth divide, where like no one's like super well. There is super poor people, but it's kind of like the Prime Minister is like
Working
looked
class
upon.
versus
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, some people fucking love him, some people fucking hate him. But it's hard to tell. Like, I hate Richie Sunak, but I've never met him personally, so I don't know if he's a nice person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of like yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was just
Yeah,
asking
so-
in case, like,
Yeah, there's nothing.
if I
There's
know
nothing.
he's a real bastard, then I'd probably say
No,
something like,
there's
Jesus,
nothing.
not to go into it, you know what I mean?
There's nothing on that personal
Nothing
level.
personal, but you're too far away from the situation to like.
Yeah,
hold any
yeah,
figures, but you're just
exactly
like,
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got to hand it to Jamie Harriott, Prime Minister of
Prime
Steam
Minister.
Power City.
Jamie Harriott.
Okay. I'm guessing he wants over there ASAP because he wants to recruit. What else?
Yeah, I'm happy to head out as soon as possible if we all are.
We just got a bed. We have to leave it already.
I need to find all the hidey holes.
I feel like
I
we
mean-
can stay the night and leave.
Yeah,
early.
we could probably spend the night, I would have thought,
You.
before heading out. If it's quite
Yeah.
late on.
Ooh, I was wondering, do we have? I wonder if we can get any lackeys free to like go get our gold that we left at the other village and bring it over to our house,
I was about to say the same
or would we
thing.
have to go? Would you like mine, or would we have to go get it ourselves?
You could certainly.
Is it on? It's
I-
not on
I-
the way, is it? 'Cause is it north of the citadel?
in the
Is
opposite
the
direction, I
village?
So
Is it? Okay.
yeah. But I mean, you could pay. You could certainly the Hirelings would do it for pay.
We could do that.
Yeah, I'm happy with
Hmm.
that.
I do have a, I say boyfriend, not even a boyfriend. I bet you'd do it for free, and he'd protect it with his life. What do you reckon?
Your concubine.
Get him to. They made me laugh. Ow.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, okay, we pay someone. It's fine.
You don't want to give someone a couple of gold to go and get our 1500 gold.
No, I'm cool with it. Let's hire people if there's anybody spare. Maybe like younger ones or something.
There's plenty of them like
But-
all working on the house at the moment that would go and do it for you.
Okay.
But also,
Yeah, let's do
it's transporting quite a lot of money. Wouldn't we want some guards with that? Just in case.
that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Get taxed by him.
Yeah, we don't want a couple of kids
I know,
carrying a
right?
giant crate of money. And then getting done over.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get a guard or two. So I say he's short of staff for guards, isn't he?
Yeah.
We can ask.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a
it's fine
horse
with
and
me.
cart somewhere to make the trip a bit quicker for them.
Yeah, works for me.
Well, we asked,
like
can we ask Lucian if he can sort that out for us? Seeing as we're
Yeah.
doing him a favour that's dropping the scroll off. He can
Yeah,
sort this
he,
out for us.
It's an endless
He-
cycle of favors. It's gonna get.
He will,
Exactly.
he will organise like 2 guards and a couple of hirelings to go and retrieve it for you.
Perfect.
Forget how much we left there. How much was it?
But in the thingy,
Grand 1500, something like that.
1500, I believe,
Yeah. Yeah.
that we left.
I'd say
But we
hire
should
probably-
guards.
Make a note for Judith.
Yep.
So that
Yes.
because she's the one that's got
Well
it.
remembered.
Isn't
Yes.
Yeah, she just hands it over. That's not. She's.
she? Yeah. A note from us.
Any
She
random
almost got
bastard.
scammed before. She's susceptible to the old scams.
So I assume like you spend this sort of like evening in your new digs,
Mhm.
sort of writing a letter, organising these hirelings, and then yeah,
Yeah.
eating stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to do during the evening?
Oh, sounds like you want to go to bed. I want to do that.
It's been a long day.
I think for Gildrick, like the last thing he does before he goes to sleep, he's gonna take out his book and he's gonna methodically go through it and just check if anything is either missing or different now that he's actually got a chance to sit there and properly study it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure the
Um,
weird mind people didn't draw a penis in it anywhere or something.
That there is it all. You spend a couple hours going through it. There is nothing out of the ordinary.
Not even one of those S's that we all used to draw in a year 8, where you draw like the 3 lines.
Oh my
The
god,
Superman
yeah.
S's. Nope, nothing like that.
Um,
Not, there's
can I-
literally.
I'm gonna ask. Can I donate my Ion Stone to little Jimmy over there? I don't think, because I think I don't need it anymore. I think I've already got
Who the fuck's little Jimmy?
Me?
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh. Oh, gotcha.
That was way above
It
It was
all
your
of our
own
heads
joke,
there.
Chris.
Yeah,
Chris,
none
of
it
us
was
got
your
that
own
one.
joke, Chris. How? What? We said it
You've been
loads
calling
last
me Jimmy
time.
Fallon.
I know it's
Little
your own
Jimmy.
joke, Chris. How did you not do it all?
Sorry.
I know it's been a
All
long
memory
day.
for me now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Can I donate my Ion Stone to
Yeah.
Fallon over there because I think she might benefit from it more, possibly. I'm not sure what your stats are. It increases. I forgot what it does. Well, see if you want it first. Then
What is it?
I'm trying to get the description. Trade. Ion Stone of Agility. It is. When you use an action to toss. Oh, wait, no. I forgot what the gist was. I forgot the rating. Your dexterity score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. What is it at the minute?
20.
Oh, so you're already maxed out. Does anyone else want this?
I mean, I can
I'm
bet
already
you
at 20. We're both at 20, so we both don't need it, so it's no loss to us to pass it on to somebody.
X ain't really gonna make too much difference to me, if I'm honest. So if I didn't, you want to grab it, go
Ah.
for it.
I
Yeah.
just
Yours-
thought, whilst we've got it, might as well use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sell stuff.
I'm not even using it.
I could certainly use it along the lines.
It's gonna
somewhere.
add that to your
Thanking you
inventory.
kindly.
Do you need to attune to it?
Yes.
Yes, you do need to. It needs to be attuned.
So if you want to do that while we're resting.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
thanking you kindly.
So nice to kind of bump your AC in it.
Sharing
I
stuff.
don't know what you're referring to. But I'm still staying out of combat. Regardless.
I'm pretty sure you've got a hell of a lot better AC than I do at the minute.
I'm pretty sure I can push it to the highest in the group, but that ain't the point. Yeah. Shush.
I think the Paladin's currently got the lowest AC in the group.
Not really much of a paladin, are you? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
No, it's chain armor, man. I need some plate. Yeah, that's what I get for not wearing a shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get
Alright.
rid of that.
Yeah, that
It
works for
would be
me.
very useful to me. I thought might as well work for somebody else. Kieran's
Nice.
Kieran.
So kind.
Churn. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do in the evening?
Not that I can
I
think
don't
of.
believe so.
We didn't pick
Yeah.
up anything that we needed to inspect or any other attunements or anything like that, was there? From previous
I
routines.
don't think so. I didn't. Fallon got them braces of archery, didn't you?
Yeah. I've
Oh,
already
yeah.
looked at
Got the bag of holding man on.
Yep, and my owlbear plushie.
Yeah, I think
I
that's
put that on my bed.
everything
That goes on my bed.
we've got. No,
Yeah,
we're
I don't
good.
think I picked up anything. That's the one.
Cool.
No, I
we're good
think
then.
I think I just got the bag of holding. I'm just trying to think. I think I only got the bag of holding. Did I win something else, or was it just money? I think I won 2 things, but I think one was definitely a bag of holding. But I don't think
You had
the
a
other one
rat.
was an item.
No, you didn't. You
Oh no, it was a plushie. It was a
Alan had
plushie.
the
That's
rat.
the one. Never
Yeah.
mind. Ignore that. Yeah, it's
You have a
okay.
stuffed
I'm
bear.
caught up now. Okay. Yep. No. I'm good.
Excellente.
Why does it make
Right.
it sound like a trick question? You're making me guess myself.
I didn't say a word. I haven't said a word for like 2 minutes.
I know. That's what's making it sound so suspicious. You're
What?
like, are you sure
What?
about
Kids?
that? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
My God, you're like the most suspicious
Nothing
person in
else.
the world.
Oh, like we haven't been given a reason.
No, yeah. What reason have I ever given to be suspicious?
Do you want a list?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Definitely don't stand on that square over there. Don't do
Nothing will see you stealthing through here.
that.
Fine.
So many. There's so many.
How do you listen to him?
God.
Like, fool me once and all that.
This was weeks ago. You can
I
forget
never-
after a while.
I
and
never
You're like, oh no, it's on
never
our
fooled
side,
you.
remember?
I am on your side.
Okay.
Right.
Right. We're not doing anything this afternoon. Done.
Okay. You wake in the morning after having a nice rest in your new cozy beds. Breakfast has been made by you by a male and female maid or kind of maid servers people.
Mhm.
And it's not fancy. It's sausages and scrambled egg and a bit of bread. It's nice. It's just not super fancy. And then the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Awesome. Do we need to get any supplies before we head out?
Do you want to go check on your health potions that you pre-ordered?
That was supposed to be like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a long
4
time.
days, 5 days.
Yeah.
Still got a potion
Um,
of water breathing. I've still got a basic potion. Basic potion. And I still got 3 potions of healing, so I've kept hold of those. So I think I'll do it myself.
Awesome.
What about you guys?
I don't think I held on to any of the potions or anything. I've just got my normal stuff.
Hmm. So other than
I
like,
have any potions.
how far is it to Steam Cloud City from here?
Are you asking me or are you asking the
Yeah, well,
Box?
yeah, in general. I don't think any of us know off the top of it.
I'd say Manon probably knows ish. She travelled from Steam Cloud to where did you go after Steam
Wherever
Cloud?
wherever we met, I suppose, as a party. Well, 'cause where did we start? We just started in the village, didn't we?
Grey
Then-
Dust.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
were.
We've been
So-
there for a little bit.
Yeah, so you-
weren't we together
you-
before we got there?
Yeah.
Like backstory wise.
You'd know, you'd probably know it maybe a week or two,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
depending on which way you go.
That's a lot of travel.
There is the mountain pass, or there is the not mountain pass.
Let me get.
Oh, that's very ominous.
So there is a way.
Manon,
There is
Manon might
Yeah.
know, but Alicia has no idea how far that is.
yeah. I mean, like I like you probably ask people around Cragpass. Certainly Lucian knows as well. But you can either go. There is a pass through the mountains that sort of dissects the Crag Pass mountains directly. Or there's the more traditional route, which is where obviously the merchants would go, or anybody on foot, or anybody not equipped.
Through the mines of Moria.
Yeah.
My cousin Barlow would give us
Yeah,
a
let
royal
me guess.
welcome.
We go up through the mountains. It's too snowy. We
I
have
got
to
it
go
a
under
mine.
them.
A mine.
The mine.
Fuck's sake. So you can go up and around, so you can go out of Crag Pass Valley and around, or you can go through the mountain pass.
I can't
mountain-
want to go through the mountains.
If you went through the mountains,
yeah.
it's probably a week. If you went around, it's probably 3 weeks.
Shortest distance,
Is that
probably.
where it says Empire? Is that like the whole map though? Does that make sense?
What?
Like looking at the map that you gave
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So if we went, is it north around the mountains? Is it? You
Yeah.
on
So
about?
if you went from Crag Pass, sort of northwest-ish, up towards Empire, and then down, that's the way. That's the roundabout way.
Yeah.
So
if you-
Empire,
if you-
is that its own place, or is that?
That's its own place. That's the
Like the
that is
capital
the-
city.
that's the capital
Like-
city of the entire
yeah.
continent. Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking. Right.
Yeah. But don't the distances on
Awesome.
here aren't accurate. It's not to scale.
No, I was just wondering if we'd go past it or not. Like, if we end up.
You'd have to go towards it, but you wouldn't go past. You wouldn't go
Uh-huh.
through it to get to Steamcloud. And the mountain pass route is obviously basically draw a straight line from, well,
Yeah,
slightly up, but yeah, where the trees
you
are
say-
through the trees.
Most of the merchants go straight through the pass, do they? The mountain pass.
No,
Or they go
no.
all the way around.
they
Right.
go all the way around. Oh, hello,
Yeah.
child. Right, one
Hello.
second. Child needs trousers put back on.
What was
Not the
this?
child.
Yeah.
It's just Chris doing his measurements again. Distance.
Oh, the box is that big.
How many
I can still
leagues
fucking
is
hear
it
you.
from- Ow.
That's one extra
yes.
person in the party. Nice tonight.
Why is there a Facebook notification about needing a new party?
DPK's inching towards it.
yeah.
I've got my tally chart of infractions.
Was that
Certain
a-
numbers.
Was that a
DPK.
joke there? Was that a size joke you just made and everyone didn't notice?
Well, they're inching towards.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway. What are we
so
doing,
the mer-
guys? Where are we going?
So yeah,
West or northwest?
the merchants go around because obviously they can't get carts and shit over the hills and mountains.
Personally,
We're not.
Mountain.
If we go north and then west, though, aren't we going past Thingy's village anyway?
It's a bit off.
Where we
the-
came
Village is south, isn't it?
No.
No, it's north of the
No.
citadel.
it was north,
It's
yeah.
that little patch of little hutty things.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was south.
Yeah.
But
The
don't.
south's all the
Oh,
desert.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like.
Ah.
Yes, you'll be going near it, but you won't. It'll be
Mm.
a couple of days detour off to go
Right. Okay.
that way. If that makes
Never
sense.
mind.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still maintain mountains.
All right. Cool with that. Let's go.
In
now.
character, yes. Out of character, definitely, because I don't trust these lot not stealing stuff from the merchants on the way round.
Hey.
So it works both
You
ways
know
to
what?
go,
I didn't
yes.
even think
Why are
of
you
that.
gonna be like that?
Got to fleece the merchants as you go through.
Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
thinking they were going to get up to.
yeah.
The pair of them.
So, but what about like trading potential? What if they have something really cool to sell?
We don't really have a lot of money at the minute.
I mean,
We could just give a strong IOU in return.
Yeah, exactly. In the sense of
Right.
like a blade in the back, or
Strongly
I mean-
suggest
Oh, how
that you
ruthless
hand
you
that
think
over.
I am.
you're very
Probably.
stealthy, so very. I have a fair bit of gold still on me.
Oh, okay. You're the one that didn't.
I need
you're
to
the-
figure
you're the
that
one of
out,
the two of us.
actually.
I'm the one, yeah, that don't need to buy that much.
Chris, can you remember how much that thing was that I bought? The cake thingy.
It's a lot. It's a lot of really good
Jordan Bolton.
information there for me to work it out with.
The armor.
Well, it's the only thing I've ever bought, so yeah. Probably
I can't
just
remember what
that.
it
Yeah, the
was. What
armor.
was it?
It was
Bought her
the
his money,
cloak
didn't
thing
you?
where I could disguise myself if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the armor of disguise or something.
Because I
Glamour
think I
armor.
used up. Did I use
Yes.
up 100% from the group part, or did I use half of my own money or half of the part? I can't remember those. Because we had like 3,000. I can't remember how much we had left.
I took, I think, a
Alright,
couple of
fast.
grand to
Yeah.
buy my weapon, and then I think you used a little bit of it as well.
Yeah, not under
Yeah.
the loot.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, map.
I can't
Solid.
remember how much it was. I can't remember what frickin' item it was.
It's the glamour
Basically,
armor.
and I think
Oh,
we definitely
it was well
yeah, the
expensive.
pauldron thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember if we use up all of what we were using as a group together.
The
Formed,
glamored
because we had the
studded
8.
leather. What was it?
Yeah,
I
because we
think
had
we
the 8
used
grand.
A
Oh,
fair,
yeah,
I
yeah,
Someone
think I
bought
used
something for like 4.
I think my dagger was 2.
I think we used. I want to say maybe a grand, 2 at most left.
Yeah, and I had a grant 1,000.
Yeah, I've
something
basically
in
used all. I basically used all of the personal money I had, plus 2 or 3 from the pot.
So that's 5 out of the 8 we had as a group, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, we
Who
had
bought
8.
something else? I'm sure somebody bought something else. Or is it? Oh no, was my thing like 3 grand or something? 3 or 4 grand, which would make up to 8. Why did I not? I'm sure I wrote this down.
All I remember is that you spent like pretty much everything you had.
Yeah. Okay, so I've still got the personal stuff. Fair enough. Okay. Forgot how we got onto that topic. Oh yeah, you were saying about we didn't have money to buy stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we still have pocket money.
Has thou decided which way you're going?
No.
Time pass.
There's 2 votes for
Mountains.
Mountain Pass,
Okay.
I think. 3 out of 4, is it?
What?
The
Everyone
weak
else has
one.
voted Mountains.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, that's 4 votes for Mountains.
All right.
Not gonna make it difficult.
Yes,
I'm
it
just here
is.
for the ride.
Mountains it is. Offer you a trotto.
Sort of.
The first part of the first leg of your journey is relatively easy. It's over the meadows of the Crag Pass valley. Not very arduous. It takes you a good couple of days to cross it before you come to the western mountain range of the Crag Pass Mountains. There's quite clearly a sort of break in the sky in the silhouettes of these mountains, which you sort of promptly make your way to. You camp at the base, just before the forest starts, and nothing bad happens. Honest. before the next day you wake, the grass and the is wet with morning dew, and you're fairly miserable. I don't know if you've brought tents. Have you got tents?
No, I think I've only got a bedroll. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your nights are uncomfortable, from lack of camping supplies. You don't go hungry, which is good. And you start making your way up through this forest, this wooded area, which gradually gets steeper and steeper. The views are spectacular as the sun starts to breach the top of these mountains. You're walking sort of through like these plateaus, which occasionally go up like steps until you're like almost kissing the clouds. And it's not long until you come across a beautiful mountain waterfall,
Ah.
and you can hear birds chirping, and you can hear the crashing of this water falling from
Can't see it.
various outlets.
I can't see any picture either.
There's no token.
Hold on.
Just the dark abyss.
There you
So
go.
beautiful
Oh,
though.
it's so beautiful.
Just use your imagination.
No,
No, I'm joking.
no, jeez.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
Oh, and it's
stuff like
animated. Lovely.
lovely days.
My laptop is.
I-
I'm meant to describe the way the water's falling, Alicia,
That's
but she
fine.
pulls all the animations.
Just like Minecraft cubes falling down. No, it's fine. It's good. We're good.
Hold on. Let me put a please fund Alicia laptop. There.
Alicia.
That button.
I'm so glad you said that. I was going to, but then he's like, "No, just call me a bitch."
What? I didn't say a fucking
I
word.
said Alicia.
I didn't even say her name.
You...
You did.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't.
You just
I avoid saying your name.
You said.
Yeah, you
said it.
didn't.
Say my name. Say my name.
You said
No.
it right.
Okay. This is my lawyer.
Alicia.
Alicia.
That's just a stupid.
go.
It's not got an S in it. Alicia.
Why did you say it right the last time?
Alicia.
Anyway.
Yeah, what you want is a custom sound just for her name that you can just push on
Alicia.
the
Press
speaker.
the button every
Every
time.
time.
It's a macro.
Just a macro that goes.
Like the voice
Alicia.
memo. No.
You will
Anyway.
now be called Player 1.
Yeah.
But this is why it's Alice for short, because it's Alice. Yeah. If that helps.
Alice's ear.
ear. Alice's ear. Yeah, I like that.
You just
That's easy.
make it sound like I'm here.
Where? What?
Alice is here.
I'm here. I'm here. Anyway, you're moving on with girl player number 1, girl player number 2, Reese and Carl.
It was easy to say.
The party of 4 nondescript heroes make their way through. You make your way through this beautiful area of the world. The temperature starts to drop as you get higher, which again makes you start to struggle, as none of you have brought warm clothes. You've got your armor on. But it's not unpleasant, it's just you can feel the temperature getting colder.
Hans is resistant to cold. I'm fine.
But you feel a pleasant temperature. whereas everyone else is like, oh, it's a bit nippy.
I can warm up my clothes with prestidigitation.
Ooh.
Oh,
Fancy sharing
Technically.
any of that power, bud?
I can rub
Well-
my arms really fast.
So in actual fact,
Just waft my cloak right
I can
dry,
warm
dry.
I can warm a cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. So I could do that
I mean, I've
several
been
times.
described as
I could-
heartless, so that kind of works.
So I can just like get your daggers and stuff and just make them warm so you can hold them.
like little
Take off
hand
the
Are
warmers.
chill.
clothes not?
Yeah,
What about
little hand
clothes though? Are
warmers.
they not non-living material?
I suppose they could. It's up to Chris.
Better
Like a
make it
warm
I'll
like-
bra
allow that.
would be like
Yeah.
the best thing ever.
So you want me to
Yeah.
just start grabbing your bras? I'm
Oh, you
warming
have
them.
to touch it. Never mind. Never mind.
Copperfield to warm you up.
My God.
Yeah, just the sword handles, because then you've got pocket warmers. You can, touch- keep your hands warm.
Heated bras and heated swords. Okay. I regret saying it was
Glamping.
getting colder. Anyway, as you continue, you sort of you're walking along these like plateaus that, like I said, they occasionally sort of go up another level. They're like these huge stairs, flat stairs. And it's not long before you come across a rope bridge
Right,
sort of
fair enough.
span.
Owlbear then.
That spans a section of two mountains. It looks like it's been here for centuries. And you can see this rushing torrent of water beneath it. Like a
Very
good
creepy,
couple
I
of
can't
hundred
see it.
feet. Oh, for
That's
God's
it,
sake.
think, isn't it?
It's
You can
like
see
I
it, but we
think it's-
really can't.
I think it's like reset everything. There you go.
Queen of death.
Can you see it now?
Nope.
You tell what it is.
Oosh. Oosh.
Now
There we go.
There you go. So yeah,
Very pretty.
it is. It's beautiful.
That is also very safe looking for Bridget.
Winging away there.
yeah.
Oh boy.
We'll go across that.
You can go across if you
Heaviest-
wish.
Heaviest first. Get the worst
I
out
think
of the way.
heaviest at the end. I think you lighter people go first to actually get across. And then we'll see how I go.
Is that you sending me across first?
Basically, you're the rogue. You have to go first.
But
You're the most light-footed.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Uh,
rolling.
Death save throw.
Instantly asking.
oh shit.
Ooh.
I don't enjoy that.
What?
That's ominous.
Yeah.
Just a
you
random
get it?
dice roll.
Do you hear the sound but not the actual result?
It just comes
Uh-huh.
up
Yeah.
with question marks everywhere.
Privately rolled some dice. Did.
Fallon, you take a step onto this creaky rope bridge. You can feel like the wood sort of flex beneath your feet. You grab onto the sort of the side rails, which you first suspected to be made of rope, but it's actually in fact made of vine, like incredibly long twisted vine. But you make it along. Get onto the side.
Did.
That's
Who's
it.
next?
You're just gonna leave it like that. No.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll go next. I'm just trying to remember. I'm
Alright.
sure I had some. I'm sure I bought some rope at that shop, just in case.
Some rope.
I'm
I think
trying
you
to
did.
Find it.
Ooh.
Didn't you buy
Yeah,
a
it's just-
burglar's pack, which it was part of?
I did. Yeah.
You get 50
I
foot
have
rope
rope, but
in
I'm
there.
on the
Okay.
other side.
It just annoys me how nothing shows up on D&D Beyond. I think it might only be they don't merge the two, so I've got items on some and items on.
Well, transfer them
Anyway,
over.
I'll just go.
You've had 2 weeks, woman.
Ah! I got told it would do it automatically. That's why I got
No,
it.
you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I've not just pulled that out of the air.
You just
Anyway,
have.
I'm going to try and
Sure.
walk across the bridge.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Manon falls to her death.
Is that
I
just because I've
know.
argued with you?
No.
Completely.
You- Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please? As you walk across and one of the planks beneath your feet snaps.
Oof. Dexterity save.
You are.
Dex. Normal?
Yep.
What's asking? Just gotta try.
Oof.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oof.
Mm.
So you manage to catch yourself quite deftly. Like, there's not much. There's like maybe a millisecond of worry in your head, but you're alright. You managed to pull your
I'm
foot
just
up
gonna look
quite
back
quickly.
and be like, don't step there.
But you watch
That
this
one's
bit of wood.
broken.
You watch this bit of wood like it's like for ages, and then it disappears into like the mist created by all of the waterfalls beneath you.
Yeah.
Um,
So, how long do you think my piece of rope is?
50 foot.
How long's the bridge?
How long do you think it is?
Uh,
Give me
Less
give
than
me a
50 foot.
give me a survival check to see if you can
Okay.
determine how long it is. It's quite difficult to work out because it sags in the middle.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, it takes me ages to get this thing up. I don't know how to quickly get a.
Takes me ages to get it up to.
What was it again? Sorry.
Survival.
Survival.
check.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Survival. Oh, for God's sake, just let me roll. There you go.
rolling.
Well, I don't get any advantage on survival, do I? I think it's just athletics.
You're like, yeah, it's about 50 foot.
About 50 foot.
That's what you think, yeah.
Well, if my rope's 50 foot, what I'll do is. Wait, how far across am I this way now? I'll get my rope. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like chuck it as far to where I've just come from as possible, and just start walking, carrying on, but like letting the rope out, so that when these big guys start trying to cross, they can grab onto the rope as a little safety.
Okay.
If that makes
Um,
sense.
Yeah, you like chuck it,
Just in
and
case the bridge snaps.
yeah, you like chuck it, and it sort of lands 2 planks away from like the start.
Yeah.
And then like
But
you let it
grab it.
out as you walk along the bridge. But you're only about 3/4 of the way before you run out of rope and start dragging the rest of the rope with you.
Please say you don't notice.
Well, I'll just. There's no point it just being in the middle of the thing, so I'll just carry on so that it is most of the way across. So hopefully, if you guys get most of the way across, or half of
Yeah,
the
like
way,
it's about your rope
it's there.
your rope is like covering maybe 60%, maybe 75% of the bridge is got your rope on it. The first 25%,
Okay.
the first quarter hasn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep it
But
going.
you're up, mate.
I'm sorry, guys. That's all I've got to try and help. If it won't even reach across, it's not like we can like even fire an arrow and like make our own little thing in case it's really dodgy, because it's not long enough.
Nothing left.
Has anyone else got any rope?
Yeah.
You're all the way. You're already over there.
This is
Okay.
the typical animated part of this game. Anybody got any rope? I do, right next to you. Fucker.
Never mind.
So, what do we want to do with the rope?
It's just because the rope doesn't reach all the way across. I was just coming up with like a.
Could we
A
not tie our
fail-safe.
2 ends of rope together?
We could do, but we're both
Give
on the
it a
same
throw.
side of the bridge, Jan.
You just give it a throw. We'll be fine. You've got strong arms.
Or what about if we tie one end around like a tree this side and like say use your arrow thingy and like fire one into a tree the other side and they can secure it. Also. It depends how scared these guys are of falling.
I mean, are you guys
Do you want
scared?
us to give it a go? Do you want us to give it a go?
I look at Gildrick. I think we're gonna die over here. I've got a
What,
feeling.
because of us or because of the bridge?
Both.
You know, I have
You know
a
what,
very
you might not
strong
be wrong.
suspicion. If I fire this arrow, it's going to hit one of the vines. and it's just going to knock the bridge out.
It could go terribly wrong.
It could. There's a 50-50 on either me screwing the bridge or them falling off it. Like,
My trouble is,
there's
if
no
it goes on this
in-between.
next person, there's no way of getting the other person across. Because the bridge will be gone.
That's why
Do
the
you know what I
heaviest one is going
no,
at the end.
just get them to like Tarzan swing.
How are they going to grab it if the bridge is gone? If the rope's dangling on our
Well,
side?
If the
How
rope,
are they
like,
gonna
if it's dangling, right? If the bridge is gone, then we can just fire it anyway. It's not a problem. As long as I don't hit
it's
the
long
bridge.
enough. Yeah, it will be long.
We're gonna
Yours is
tie it
big as well.
together. See? Oh.
All right,
Let's-
okay, right.
let's get
So
Ireland
I'll leave
across
my
and see
half
what happens.
dangling. Yeah, let's see what happens. I don't trust these dice rolls, guys.
Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna look at Gildrick and go, I think I'm gonna need some help with this. And I cast False Life on myself.
Oh. Very nice.
What does that mean? Extra hit points.
Why didn't I actually cast anything?
It did say server was disconnecting a second ago.
It's come up on my screen.
I
Yeah, but
see
it's
it
not
in the
actually
chat.
rolled anything. Yeah,
Oh, and
It's
now it
pressing
has,
the
yeah.
spell.
it took the spell, but not actually rolled any dice.
What dice do you need to roll for it? Because you could just do it at the bottom manually,
Yeah, I just did
I suppose.
2d4 plus 4. Oh, nice.
11. Sweet.
Gildrick's
Just in
gonna
case.
look at you and be like, I'm gonna take one out of your book as well. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I saw you do it, and yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm fun. I get the full 12.
Why does it say materials a drop of alcohol? Are you just giving
Yeah.
yourself Dutch courage? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You know
You know,
what?
I-
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of
Probably is.
sense.
Yeah.
Just a little nip out the hip flask.
Oh shit. Right, and
Go
I
on, Sam.
nervously start walking across the bridge. Like my legs are shaking at the minute. Fuck.
These
fuck.
dice rolls are making me nervous, man.
Oh.
Oh no, I don't like
I didn't. You make it without incident.
Oh,
fuck's
sake.
It's very slow and like you know when people are on like a rope bridge and it like swings left and right and they can't quite stop it. It does that.
Oh, God.
But you eventually like dive towards Manon and sort of she kind of catches you and pulls you and you sort of stumble into Fallon, who then like stops you, and then you like sit down and like you're like "Ugh, ugh."
Oh,
Squeaky
just
bum time.
wiping sweat off me completely. I went, I made it. That was scary.
I don't know. It smells shit.
Prestidigitation to get it away. No, you smell roses all of a sudden.
Oh, never mind. It's gone now.
Oh, that's nice.
It's just nature.
See Gildrick on the other side, just pacing back and forth, trying to psych himself up. Fuck.
Come on,
Okay.
Gildrick, you can do it. We believe in you. We've got the rope at like over halfway, so you only have to make it so far, and then you can grab on the rope, and then hopefully the three of us aren't going to get pulled down by your weight. That's a good point. We need to secure this side of the rope because I don't trust
I'd anchor it a little bit.
Is there anything we could tie it to on our side? God.
There's
Yeah.
the sort of bridge moorings.
I wouldn't trust them.
There's sort of where like tree roots and vines are sort of they've broke through the side of like the hillside.
That tree root will be pretty strong, wouldn't it?
I hope so.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
A big dragon down there.
Better than nothing. All right.
Okay.
we
What
try
kind of
and
knot?
secure that
What kind of
one?
knot are you tying?
What the?
Big one.
A
I
strong
can't
one.
remember my knots.
You're a scout.
Not done knots in a long while. What's the one where?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I can't
don't
describe
know.
it. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't got a fucking clue. Just
Oh.
roll survival to see
It's
if
like
it's any
it's
good.
like you pull it round and then you pull the loop round. So like the more that you pull on it, the tighter it gets. That one. It's
What, the
not like a
hangman's
normal
noose?
knot that will come undone. Not quite a hangman's noose. That requires a lot more rope, but not that I know or anything. But I
Just
don't know what it's
roll-
called. I
Roll
wanna
me
call
a
it slip
survival.
knot, but it's not.
Roll me a survival to see how good your knot is.
Why'd you make that sound so filthy?
What?
Anyway.
Ain't got enough circulation.
Just quite you and giggle. Survival.
You're reading too many smut books. That's what's fucking going on.
Normal. There we go.
Okay. Gildrick.
That was. Ah, fuck.
Jenna, I've got something to tell you later. I'll tell you later. It's fine. I'll tell you after the game.
You're right.
I've got this really good smut book.
I've literally given her one yesterday. So
Fuck's sake.
It's about that.
Finish
It's
it.
about that.
it's okay.
Gildrick
Fine.
takes a very tentative first step. Very, very tentative.
Okay. It's like
Oh, this is
you can
not
feel the
fun.
wind whip. The wind suddenly whips through the valley and like sends the bridge like ooh, out a bit.
Ah.
Just leg it so you can grab the
Deep-
rope
deep
at least.
breaths, and he starts to gingerly at first, but as he's getting across.
Oh.
he's up
Another
a little
roll.
bit. Oh fuck!
Another one.
Another, not another
Another
one.
one.
Gildrick.
Oh fuck!
As you like your first sort of large step hits the wood, it's absolutely fine and takes your weight perfectly. You like stomp all the way to the edge. The bridge like bounces and you get into this rhythm as you like come to a complete halt at the other end.
Well, all of that. Right, I'm gonna pick up my rope.
Get it back on fire.
Manon, as you're like reeling in
Yeah?
your rope, obviously you're looking at the end of the rope, which is like halfway across the bridge. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Gosh,
Yeah.
why do I keep getting rid of shit? Perception is normal. You say yeah.
Whoa, not bad.
Oh,
You see on the other end, standing at the other side of the bridge, they're almost impossible to see. The rest of the party don't twig it. Their ability to almost become one with a natural surrounding, and blend in is supernatural. But you see it. You see this tall, slender figure dressed in dark green with a hood covering their
It's
face,
a wood elf, isn't it?
and a long, ornate bow slung over their back, and what appears to be some sort of travelling backpack on their back, sort of standing very still, looking at you.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Okay. So yeah, just traveling backpack. And I'm like, I don't know whether to pretend I don't see it or not and just tell the other guy sneakily. Nah, fuck it, I'll tell them. I'm like, guys, help me reel this rope in.
You okay?
Not
Are you
sure.
struggling with rope?
There's somebody
Yeah.
stood the other side of the bridge. I just don't know whether it's a good idea. Well, I just want my rope back anyway, but it's like there's somebody stood the other side of the bridge watching this.
What do you mean? I mean, can we see them at this
How
point?
can
or
I
we
say
still
it
can't see
any
anything?
other way?
Yeah.
No, you can't see this person. Well, in fact, give me a perception check.
Like,
All
I'm
of us,
pretty
or-
sure it's potentially a wood elf. Blending in quite well, but stood the other side of the bridge.
Holy shit! What the fuck was all that?
Everyone doing it.
Gildrick sees
Uh,
fucking nothing.
I'd say Fallon, you see it. After a small while, you see the sort of shape. At first, it's like, no, I can't see fuck all, and then you're like, actually, this shape starts to form. But it's like you're looking at these, all this foliage, and you're like, I can't see anything, and then you sort of discern a shape, and then that shape sort of becomes more and more clear to you. Aiden, you see, like, you think you see it, but then you're like, you look hard and you're like, no, it's gone, and you're like, my brain's fucking making shit. I can't. And Gildrick's looking the other fucking way.
I'm just looking it up, like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's like,
The
where
door of his arm blinds himself.
I can't see shit.
Manon, are you doing a Gildrick and like seeing things that aren't there?
No, I see.
Hey,
Because
them eyes
there's,
look there.
there's nothing there.
I'm gonna say, I was like, do you see
Them
him,
eyes are
Paolo?
fucking real.
Yeah, he's right there. All,
Look, there's two
all
of us I
in
can see him.
whiskey and infantry green.
Just right. I'm assuming I've wound my rope up by now. So this has been a while.
Still tugging it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, they're not exactly like bad people. I don't know why they're there.
What do you mean?
Maybe you just carry on and ignore them.
Who?
I mean,
The
What?
fucking
This dude-
person that's
so
the other
this dude
side
is
of the
like-
thing.
We just said they're not
Stalking,
bad people.
obviously.
There's just a person. What type of people?
It looks like what I would assume, if I've got this correct, is a wood elf. Because otherwise they wouldn't really be blending in so well. If they're not. It looks like potentially a wood elf.
Okay.
don't know, I just went really hard. It could be.
so you don't think they're gonna be a problem?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just using the same path as we are.
So
He's
if
got
we go
he's got
to
a
bed,
traveling
right,
he's got a
if we
traveling
sit down-
backpack with him.
If we set up our bedrolls, Manon is keeping watch and she's not sleeping. If we're trusting her word on this.
I don't sleep anyway. I trance. But
I mean, me too. But...
Well, we can shout across the way if you want.
what, just
I
oi,
mean-
what you doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right,
If it's gonna make you feel better.
off you go.
You can do. I'm happy to leave it lie if he's just kind of standing there.
Or we just wait to see if he crosses the bridge and ask him when he gets here. Like, let them go in front.
I mean, is he watching us?
He seems
I
to
don't know.
be.
Maybe he was just checking to see if the bridge was gonna fail before he went over it. Like, watching all of us go over.
I'm just sort of thinking, like, from devil's advocate type of view. If he's watching us the other side, he's probably thinking we're about to attack him, coming across.
Well, that's why I'm
We could-
asking. Do you
yeah.
want to make contact just to like? Gildred,
you
you've
give me
you've
a-
got the charisma. You can communicate. I don't really want much business with Wood Elves. If that's okay with you.
Give me 2 seconds. I just need to check something really quick. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
I'm assuming that that person would be able to see us with a good perception as well.
I mean, you're not doing anything to hide.
Yeah, we're right there.
I was just wondering if it was too late for me to try and disguise myself as my cloak. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, you can try. It's up to you.
I know I can try. I just don't know if it's one thing.
No, don't ask me.
I mean, like, they're right there.
Just waiting.
I mean, I can't see him, so it's probably best if somebody sees him and can see him to
Yeah,
communicate if you
basically
want
us
to.
two can't.
Like, I'd just be shouting into the fucking void at that point.
I mean, I don't think there's any point in, like, trying to hide yourself. Or disguise. You may as well just talk.
I me though. I don't have the
Find us
persuasion or
keepers.
charisma. Gildred, you can still talk to them without seeing them.
Hurrah!
So, you say directly across the
No,
bridge.
Slightly racist.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Directly across the bridge. How far is the bridge?
More than 50
more than
foot.
50 feet.
100.
He
It
said
was
about 100, wasn't it?
75. Yeah,
Yeah, ish.
100.
I could have totally tied the ropes together. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
So, Gildrick's just gonna raise his voice slightly and just shout, "Hey, friend. Do you need a hand?"
It's at this point you don't see this, but Manon and Fallon do. The person like slips away.
Oh,
So
Hello?
we could've had a
What,
new
like,
friend.
just literally does the whole Homer Simpson and Bush thing.
Can
or,
we
like,
just
goes
leave him
back past the
talking?
path.
Yeah, like
Hello?
almost. It's almost like it's like watching Predator, when it's just like active camouflage. It's like that. Watching him,
Oh my
watching them
God.
walk down the thing.
Hey, do you need help with anything?
He's
Gildrick is just
gone.
Are you
continuing
gonna
to
tell
shout.
him?
Yeah, Will, just give me a sec. I was
What do you
waiting
mean
for the
he's gone?
description to
I'd
be a
have
bit.
just,
he's-
I'd have just left him going.
What do you mean he's
Okay.
gone? When did he go?
I mean, gone
Um,
as in not there no more.
He's just gone. He's apparated into the bushes as we
But,
do.
like, when? I've been
You did a
shouting
slippy
for like
dip,
5
now he's
minutes.
No, not literally like just now. As soon as you asked, he went back. He just disappeared.
You're just being so.
He doesn't want to talk.
This is why it's not always best for me to start the introductions.
No, that's fine. I think it was nothing to do with you. Don't get what's the word? Insecure now. It is nothing to do with you. It's definitely that person being shady.
So we should
Right.
just carry on then? And just hope
I mean,
he's friendly.
suppose. Be a bit mean to cut the bridge, wouldn't it?
It would be, but it'd be really funny.
What if we need to use this route again?
Yeah, we've got
That's
to
We've
what-
got
admit it.
rope. It's fine.
How do we get across if the bridge is cut?
You fire an arrow
Arrow.
across, and then you use like your sword to like, not a sword or something to like fly across, zip wire across.
So you're gonna trust that your arrow holds your weight as you go across.
Have you seen me shoot?
I-
Have you
I
seen?
trust that the arrow holds my weight.
Wow.
Me and Manon will be fine.
You
Wow.
got heavy armor, and you're
No
a
more
dragon.
extra
man. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe,
Are we
maybe
leaving the
leave
bridge
for
as
now.
is then?
Leave the bridge for now, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's go.
Hell.
Carry on.
I'll be
Alrighty.
very mindful now. I'll be like constantly watching for shit appearing. If we're being stalked or something like that as we carry on.
Yeah, I don't want my
Right.
shit being stolen either.
You're doing that classic walking down a shady neighborhood, just holding your pockets.
Yeah.
Nope, mine.
So, are you carrying on?
Apparently
Nice.
so.
This bit of the pathway like leads you basically around an incredibly tall mountain. It's like a mountain pass that sort of just takes you from one end, like one side to the other. And once you get basically around the other side, you can see in the distance the majestic sight of Steamcloud City. It's a city that's been built in a large crater. And from this distance, you can just sort of see black shapes silhouetted. And, an incredible amount of smoke and steam sort of rising from this crater. It's still a fair way away, but you can now see the target. You make the best of the light that you've got left, and make it onto like flat ground where you set up camp. At this height though, it's fucking freezing. You do manage to sleep/rest. However, the next morning you feel exhausted. So you've all got one level of exhaustion.
Well, could we not have created a little campfire then? Because I can make things. I
You
like
can,
instead.
but it's not.
Would
It's
that
not
not
just
help?
that. It would have helped to a degree, but it's the fact that you're also like traveling
Okay.
with this, and you've got no tents, and you're
Oh, fair enough.
up a mountain.
Mhm.
So the amounts of combustible materials as well is not really easy to come across to make a fire. Most of everything up here is still alive and would not burn very well. So you do feel now the next day tired. Your muscles hurt. You've slept on like just bedrolls, which aren't the best. Exposed to the elements. Gildrick keeps sneezing and cold, really cold sort of
Spores
air
come out
keeps
of my nose.
filing out of him. Yeah. But the rest, the journey up here is quite peaceful. Your constant companion is the sound of birds and wildlife and water.
I feel quite happy.
It's nice. It is very nice. And you start making your way. Eventually, you start going downhill. You found the decline. There's like at one point there's steps that have been carved into the side of this sort of hill that you sort of wind down until you come to like the mossy soft grass beneath your feet, and you sort of travel through. Excuse me. You travel through a little bit more. Thank you. A little bit more of woodland before you emerge out onto this large flat plain, and you can see this huge gout of steam off on the horizon. You have one more sort of sleep before you make your final sort of walk towards Steam Cloud City. As you get closer, you notice that the ground beneath goes from being like a lush, soft grass to dry, hard, compacted mud. It's not sticky. It's dusty, more than anything. And that's where we're going to have a 5-minute break before you
Okay, can I
arrive
just-
at Steam Cloud City.
Yeah, can I quickly ask, can I, so we've done the last sleep, yeah? Before getting there.
Yeah, even asleep, yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking, can I use my armor thingy to change my appearance? Because I think it lasts until I sleep again, is it?
Yeah, okay.
Or until I turn it off, either way. But I'm not quite sure what, so I'll think about it. I'll still have a break. Or how it works, but I don't know.
Yeah,
To what extent it was.
yeah.
Can't remember if
so
it was just clothes or whether it was.
It's
anything.
just yeah. You change the armor to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor. You
Okay.
decide what you could decide what it looks like, color, style, accessories, but the armor retains its normal bulk and weight. So it doesn't change you. It doesn't change you, but it changes the clothes. So you could
I
have
thought it was more of like a disguisey type thing.
no. It doesn't change it.
Oh.
But you can make it look like super expensive, fancy ball gown dress. Or you can make it look like rags. You can make it look like a huge hooded Jedi cloak thing. Like, so yeah.
Okay.
But right. So I'm gonna take 5 minutes. Get a
Mm-hmm.
drink of that, and then I'll be back.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
gonna nip to the loo as well. I will be back.
Roger
Mhm.
that. Dee-dee-dee.
I can't remember. I think I'm already wearing a hood type thing, so I don't know whether that's just. Because you
Fair
don't. I've just got the feeling that nobody wants to be looking too flashy walking around here.
Yeah.
Based on how I imagine the city to be, or at least the part of the city where I, came from. Had my history with. Obviously, there's difference in classes and stuff, but there's always. You never want to stick out like a sore thumb, do you? Really?
Not if you've got money. Hell no.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to
Someone
figure
works
out:
for
do
you.
any of us look flashy? Do we need to make adjustments before we go in?
Well, I'm typically wearing just bog standard clothes, to be fair.
Yep,
So I should be alright.
Might just make myself look, as long as I don't look fancy, just a bit, just
Yeah.
plain.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
I just don't want any attention.
So no more
Well, I don't have
flamboyant armor. Yeah.
As far as I can remember, me personally, I don't have any bad history with this place. It's just there's people you don't like, your employers or whatever the situation we're in, but it's just
Yeah.
I just don't like attention.
Nobody look at me. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go make a drink as well to get my voice back.
Roger that.
Oh, get these cats off me. Oh, they both come and sit on. And I've got the laptop with 2 cats and wave the dog. Right, back in a minute.
Hello.
How do?
Oh,
I'm back, motherfuckers.
all right. Welcome back.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Oh, yeah.
Hiya.
Hiya.
I bought David inflatable bouncy castle obstacle course water slide thing, and it comes tomorrow.
wow.
I'm so excited.
Very excited.
You are
to
more
save
than-
it all for
yeah.
you.
Yeah. It's like I didn't realize how big it was. Like, I paid, I think it was 300 quid.
Pretty big then.
So I thought it was like, because I was like, it'll be good quality, right? It'll be
Oh,
alright.
shit.
And it wasn't until afterwards I was like, holy shit, this thing's like 5 meters by 4 meters by 2 meters high. I was like,
Yeah.
Jeez.
it's fucking huge. That's fucking
massive.
So much fun
huge.
though.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Fucking couch.
Just a warning, I've just had a power cut in case I disappear.
Oh.
Oh no.
How are you
I have
still
a
online?
I have a UPS on the computer and the router, which
Oh,
I
that's
worked out
what-
last week. Still works, but all the lights just cut out. But
Why do you have a
come back
UPS? Are
on
you
now.
some sort of like drug dealer?
Well, that as well. But I do have a BMW, so yeah.
Oh.
Oh, posh boy.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So
that
it's
is
an
really old.
arsehole driver.
Whoa!
Understood.
It's not my fault. You need to get out of my way. Oh,
Technical question
Duh.
for you. Do your
What's
indicators come broken or do you have to break them yourselves?
The
What are
optional extras on a BMW.
Yeah. What do you use those for? Duh. No, I live in the middle of nowhere. I get a lot of rolling power cuts. It normally lasts like 10 seconds. So I was like, obviously, my computer's like $3,000, so I don't really want it having power surges all the time.
Yeah, fair one. That makes
That's
sense.
fair.
Yeah.
I might get myself a UPS for my router. That's not a bad idea.
Well, yeah, I was sketchy to see if it actually worked, but I found
No,
out
it
last week it actually does.
Yeah.
They got that fiber stuff, so it seems to work,
Nice.
which I was quite happy about. Yeah, perfect. So sorry, yes, I was cutting to your conversation there.
That's alright.
So, and I'm multitasking doing the dishes. I started earlier and forgot.
Do the dishes in the dark.
No, the light come back on now. That's when
Oh,
I
okay.
noticed. It went, oh, I can't see shit now. While we're waiting.
Oh,
Hey, so you say we had another rest. Does that exhaustion go away, or is that staying?
It's staying because the travel itself is the uncomfortable rests
yeah.
are the reason you're getting exhausted.
Yep, no, that's cool. We're just double checking.
No, it's a fair question.
I thought it'd be a bit pointless having a thing of it like 5 seconds late.
Yeah.
But we can hope.
Has Alicia gone for like a massive shit or something?
no, I said I'm back.
Oh, hi.
She's just very quiet.
Hi.
Right. Cool. I'll head back. Do-do-do. Okay.
Sound like you're doing the washing up. Was you doing the washing up?
Yeah. While I was waiting. See, multitasking. And it's also the advantage of a wireless headset. You can wander around. Okay. Du-du-du-du-du. Cool.
So everybody back? Everyone ready?
Yarp.
Is Jimmy back?
Yeah, I said yes, and then I croaked on it, so he probably didn't pick it up.
Oh, fair.
Yes, it's real rough out
Alrighty.
here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, did I see?
Oh wow, that's so fancy.
That looks sick.
Yes,
Oh, it's very
fancy.
steampunk. I love
I
it.
was literally just thinking that.
Ooh. Okay. Let's. Where is my music gone?
Oh, this music.
Just need to enter my code. What? I should have done this before, really. However,
Where's the fun in that?
yeah, I didn't know it was going to do this to me. Is that one?
Here's
Oh, that's really loud. There we go. So you, as you make your way across these really flat plains, the landscape that surrounds Steam Cloud City is dry mud with jagged rocks that stick out at intermittent points until you start to get a bit closer, and you realize that the crater that Steam Cloud City is in is enormous. It's absolutely huge, and you find yourself sort of standing at the edge of a sort of flat plateau, looking down into Steam Cloud City. Not directly down, sort of, but you know what I mean. You are higher at the moment than the entrance level at Steam Cloud, which is still a little bit way off in the distance. And you walk, you sort of find a way down and walk across to the next, and it's there that you come across, or you start to see a few figures standing, maybe half a mile out from the sort of city edge. Let me just find my notes. Yeah. So yeah, you continue walking towards what appears to be Steam Cloud City from the abundance of steam clouds. I'll read this little tidbit to you. Nestled in the heart of a vast crater, Steam Cloud City thrives beneath a canopy of swirling steam and the sound of gears. The city's foundation is built upon layers of history, with towering cliffs rising above, encircling the bustling metropolis below. The heart of Steam Cloud City beats with the relentless hum of steam power, fueled industry and innovation across the city. Massive boilers and towering smokestacks pour clouds of vapour into the skies as the city streets seem to pulse with life. At the city centre stands the magnificent Emerald Mead Casino, a towering structure of emerald green and glass, shining like a jewel amidst the mist. This grand casino is a beacon for adventurers, gamblers, and thrill-seekers from all across the lands, offering endless games of chance and opulent decadence. Beneath the casino's luxurious floors lies a network of secretive dwellings and dangerous intrigue, where the stakes aren't just gold, but power itself. Steam Cloud City may be a city of progress, but in its depths, steam and secrets stir in equal measure. As you approach, you see a squat green figure with long pointy ears and a grin of 1,000 needles. Standing behind this figure are 3 kobolds, each with a rudimentary leather crash helmet and flying goggles strapped to their faces. They stand in a line with patchwork leather brown jackets with fur linings hanging from their shoulders. In each of their hands seems to be a cube-like shaped contraption. Next to them is a crate and what appears to be metallic cylinders with various dials and nozzles adorning the top. As you approach, this figure bounds towards you. He's dressed very business-like for a goblin. He's got like a ill-fitting suit on. And he bounds towards you with endless enthusiasm. Hi, folks! Welcome to Steam Cloud City, the jewel of the Empire. Using my proprietary light-sensitive parchment inverted image capture and transfer device, or LSPIIKAITD for short, I can produce for you an entire map of this fine city to aid you in your visit here. What do you say?
I'm just gonna ask, like, would Manon need one? I mean, I spent years there, but do you know what I mean?
It's a
Is it still gonna
ginormous
be
city.
useful?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, but personally, yeah, this technology didn't exist probably when you were there, and the city is like massive, so yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Do you think you can get by with that one?
How much is it going to
think
cost?
It's best we take one.
Obviously it's proprietary, sir. But it's 5 gold pieces, which I think is a very reasonable price.
5.
Yes, 5.
That's proper
It comes
London
with
prices here, mate.
It comes with a Buggly Frink guarantee.
What is a bubbly frink?
I am Buggly Frink. It's my guarantee.
That's nice.
Let's just
Thank
make
you, kind lady, and you, Dragon Man.
What does that mean if it doesn't work? We bring it back and we get our money back. What's the guarantee?
I'll either give you your money back or I'll get you a new one. Easy peasy. But I tell you, my light-sensitive parchment inverted image capture and transfer devices are second to none.
Oh, your voice cut out.
Yeah,
What?
I think it might peak the light.
Oh, there you go. Your voice cut out.
Well, what I was saying before my
Say it
voice cut out was that my proprietary light-sensitive parchment inverted image capture and transfer devices are second to none.
Well, how could we say no to that?
Ah, fantastic, sir. So that'll be 5 gold, please, Dragon Man.
Just
Yeah,
to
I got
clarify,
that.
this light sensitive paper, like how light sensitive are we talking? Like, will it
Light
get
sensitive
damaged in certain
parchment. And you don't need to know how it works. It's proprietary.
I'm just trying to figure out how to preserve it. Will it be bad if it's exposed to lots of light, or do we have to like keep it?
Oh no! Once my capture devices have done their job, it's perfectly stable.
Okay. You can continue.
Yes.
Thank you.
Excuse my friend. She's thorough.
Indeed, it would seem so.
I'm guessing
Anyway.
we're going to want them.
Yeah,
So
I'll take one.
He takes the 5 gold and he sort of puts it very swiftly away into one of his pockets. and he walks over to the crate and he pulls out this huge white, looks like a sheet, looks like a big white sheet, and he puts one end onto this cylinder, and it starts to inflate this huge balloon, and he promptly gets one of the kobolds and basically ties one end of rope that's connected to the balloon to the back of the cobalt, and ties another bit of rope to the front of the cobalt and lets go of the balloon, and this cobalt is slowly but swiftly taken up into the air. You can see the kobold's little legs like running, and the other two kobolds are watching it go up, and it goes fucking miles and miles and miles. Like that entire crate is full of rope that is uncoiling, as this huge balloon sort of takes this cobalt up into the sky, and you see Bugly Frink pull on the rope to sort of stop him at the right height, and the rope snaps, and this cobalt starts to float just endlessly up into the sky, and you can hear the cobalt shout, "I want compensation for that!"
Was that supposed to happen?
Is it too late for me to get my whip out and like grab, like try and whip it around the end of the string, or is it way too high?
Oh, like it snapped at the kobold. Like this rope, like
high up, right? Okay.
Yeah. It snapped way high up, and like
I fully jump on the floor then, waiting for that thing to come down.
Yeah, the cobalt, yeah, the rope like just coils down to the ground, and you just see this kobold disappear into like the ether, and Bugly's like, "That's why I've got 3," and he goes and starts filling up, and he fills up another balloon, and attaches the second kobold, and starts to promptly like, and the second kobold's like, "It's okay, the pay is really good." And then like you see him.
Safe?
It's as safe as getting attached to a balloon is, yeah. It's all right. He'll land somewhere. He'll be fine. Like eventually the balloon will start to lose its buoyancy, and he'll come down. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. The second kobold like looks at you and then like, ugh, and then off he goes. This time when Bugly's like pulls on the rope to stop, it's actually stopped, and you just see this flash, this very, very bright flash in the sky, and then Bugly starts to like haul down the cobalt. You can see the cobalt takes like a sharp pin out and starts to like prod at the balloon, putting holes in it, so it starts to slowly deflate, and the cobalt comes back down a few minutes later, and provides you with a piece of parchment, which shows you
Whoa.
Steam Cloud
Oh,
City.
okay.
Jeez.
Sorry, is cobalt like the what's it called? The colour.
Red normally.
No, that's cobalt.
Oh yeah.
What is that not what you're saying?
It's
No,
kobold.
Kobold.
Kobolds. They're like they're like tiny dragons.
Oh, that's
Like
so
tiny-
cute. Why
like-
didn't you say so?
Like tiny humanoid dragons.
You know, if you'd
Oh,
carried on playing
okay.
boulders, you'd have found some.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Just saying.
Emotional.
Emotional damage. But yeah, like you're handed quite a good resolution picture of Steam Cloud City.
This is worth 5 gold. I like this.
I told you.
This is massive.
Yeah, I would have handed over that 5 gold. I think on the one with the money.
Okay, I was gonna take this out of mine, but if you want to do it, I'll get myself.
I've got money left.
Take all the money I can get at the minute.
Okay, that's yeah.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'll just take
Done.
a look at it, study it. Not in the Bible.
If you need any advice on where to go, if I can be any help, I'm here.
Yeah, where would we find the Prime Minister at this time of
President.
day?
Well,
Amy Harriet.
I know who the Prime Minister is. Well, he's got an estate. So he might be there. He might be somewhere in the Emerald Plateau, spending money. He's probably not in
Where the
the lower
casino.
sectors, I'd imagine.
What? So he was either at the casino or at his estate. Yeah.
I didn't say the casino. I said the Emerald Plateau.
You said spending money.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now. Plateau. Sorry, just the right. I can't zoom in.
Is all you elves that ruled?
No.
Not rude. I'm just saying I can't read what it says on the screen. I've just found where it says plateau. Plateau.
So he's either at his estate or in the centre.
What business have you got with the Prime Minister? You don't look like diplomats.
Business from Crackpass. That's all we can tell you.
Oh, well. Alright, keep it to yourself, but Deep Cloud City is not a place of business, really. It's a pleasure. Go and have a look at the market. Go to the Emerald Plateau, although you're not getting dressed like that.
How would we need to dress to get to the Emerald Plateau then?
Much more expensively.
Well, we can
Ooh.
sort that out when we get closer.
I still have those robes that I stole
You do.
from the diplomat. And cleaned before you comment.
Pissy robes.
You no longer smell like piss.
What have you been
Wait.
doing?
Jenna's not gonna know what the fuck this
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, Jenna ain't got a clue. Oh,
That's a
boy.
throwback to session 1. Or 2.
You basically scared someone into pissing themselves and stole his robes.
I wanted the robes.
Means to an end, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun memories, eh?
good times.
Right.
Good times, good times.
Okay.
So in other words, you need to go clothes shopping.
I'm just saying, you're not getting into the plateau dressed like that. You look like a bunch of brigands.
But
Well,
is the only way to get nicer clothes is to shop in the plateau.
No. So, sectors 1, 2, and 3, they're the rich fuckers. They live on the outskirts, higher up, out of most of the fog. And then you've got sectors 5, 6, and 7. They're the working class. They live in the lower parts of the city. That's where you'll find like the manufacturing and the boilers and, you know. But if you want my honest opinion, the person who really runs Steam Cloud City is Mr. Boom Kettle himself. He's the inventor that made all of it possible. So,
Mr. Boom Kettle.
Mr. Boom Kettle. Yeah. He's a
Yeah,
goblin
he's
like
a
me.
Okay.
Posh areas.
Some safety
Bye.
tips while you're in Steam Cloud City. Don't do any crime. The automatic turrets will shoot you. Don't fall down into any of the factory level. It's hot. You'll burn yourself and die. Don't brandish weapons openly, especially in sectors 1, 2, and 3. The rich folk live there and they don't really like it. And the guards are they're quite wary of strangers, although they're quite welcomed because of the casino. But yeah,
Okay.
if you've got the gold, this is the place to spend it. You might come out extremely rich, or not.
Okie dokie. So what do we need to go? Where are we going, guys? Shopping for some more clothes?
Oh, we can swing by, I suppose. See if it will
Well,
get
if you
us
say, well, I think only 2 of us might need to buy something, because obviously I can
You can
change
glamour
into
yours.
something.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need
Don't
something
tell
to
him that I can glamour.
Hide all high value items.
I'll be like, okay, let's start walking in and we'll talk on the way.
And just so you know, there's no weapons allowed on the Emerald Plateau. I see you with all of your fancy silver stuff. Just be
Wait,
aware.
none at all.
Nope. Can you imagine what it'd be like losing 100,000 platinum and you're armed? It'd be carnage.
That's
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did you just say
We-
100,000 platinum?
Well, what did you think people bet?
I
Oh.
don't even think I can fathom that much money.
Well, thank you very much for your time, friend.
Okay.
You're welcome, and remember, if you ever need my services, my proprietary light-sensitive parchment inverted image capture and transfer devices are here to help.
Sorry, did you say there's just no weapons allowed in the plateau?
Yeah.
Everywhere
Yeah.
else is okay.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't openly brandish them in sectors 1, 2, and 3, but you'll probably need them
Yeah.
in sectors 5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
It's a bit dodgy.
Okay.
No, that shouldn't be an issue for us.
Oh, and whereabouts are we on the map right now, just to clarify?
Off to the east.
Absolutely close.
Okay,
behind
so
us.
where those gates are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, there's a sector, in, does that say market? Just to the
Yeah.
left.
Sector 4 is a market, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best place to
Are
start.
you able to add this picture in our Discord at all? Because the quality's not
Hmm.
What?
Yeah, I can do that for you.
What clicks? Clicks.
as
Angry
we're walk-
clicks.
Oh, you've
As
got
we're
to
walking
click.
away, I would suggest what we could do is put the weapons, or especially the glaive,
Bag of holding.
in the bag of holding.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
can hide
Mhm.
it if
Yeah.
we're going into the Emerald Plateau.
Yeah, because
I mean,
I'm not
just-
exactly
We can't hide that thing
useless.
anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not exactly useless without a weapon, so it's not the end of the world that I won't have it.
But
You know the
it's
bag of
also,
holding. When you put stuff in it, does it like change the weight of it, or is it still fucking heavy?
No. it doesn't change it.
So it'll be heavy.
No. Bag of weight is like bag of holding has its own weight, so anything that goes in it doesn't add weight.
Oh, okay.
I think it stores it in like a pocket dimension. It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Just.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
put it in there now just to save any hassle later.
Mhm.
are you sure? Because we're
Yeah.
about to walk through sector. Well, we could walk through the rough sectors first
It's fine.
in order
I'm,
to
like I
get
said,
to
I'm
the
not-
nice sectors.
It's fine. I'm not exactly defenseless without a weapon, so I'll be fine for now. I think.
Okay.
Just realised the image I put in doesn't have the labels on it. Hey-ho. I'll find the labelled one. Or I'll copy this one at some point.
Oh yeah. So it's got labels on Forge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll pop the glaive in the bag of holding for now.
Okay.
Genuinely thought that was my computer then. Love the sound. It's like, a creaking noise. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that doing? It's like a fan dying or something.
But
The sound.
As
of the
you-
headset, sorry.
as you approach the gates to Steam Cloud City, You can see that like the construction of a lot of the buildings that you can see from here seems to be an amalgamation of stone and metal. The god, you approach these two huge towers, that you can see these turrets, which are really alien to most of you. You can see them swiveling around, almost like tracking people going in and out, and these short, stubby barrels, sort of track people coming in, and then once they've passed a certain threshold, they'll whip back out and look and track onto somebody else. And they're like, these turrets are like maybe 20 or 30 feet up inside these towers, and you can see through openings in the tower. You can see cogs moving. You can see jets of flame, occasionally like firing out of contraptions. And you can. Sorry.
So I was just gonna say, do the turrets look like they're heavy crossbow type turrets, or are they
Nope.
something else?
Something that
Machine gun.
you probably never ever seen ever in your life.
But they're firearms, essentially. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But even the guards stand in front of you, and they've all got thick metal breastplates on, which seem to have cogs and gears on them that spin one way then the other rapidly, and their helmets they've got these over the head helmets on with like a magnifying lenses that occasionally like like pop out in and out. They seem that they're armed with like traditional glaive looking type things, but each one of them is dressed in this alien sort of technology, and the gates, like the amount of people going in and out of these gates is immense. You can see occasionally, almost like clockwork, you can see other guards throwing out people by the arms, just chucking them out into the dirt, while other people laugh, and the merchants are all standing around going, "Oh, there's another one, lost everything." But yeah, like it's imagine like the entrance to a popular theme park. That's what the entrance to this city is like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so are we heading for the market, guys?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Market
trying to
first, I
find
think.
some clothes. I'm guessing that's where we would get the clothes, no?
Or at least a nice
Or is it
cloak
not
to
posh?
cover my armor up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we head for the market then?
Yep.
You haven't got into the gates yet.
Oh, I
Let's get
thought you
through
was
the gate
describing us
first.
going through them. Never mind.
No, you're just standing looking at them.
Okay. We'll try and
We
get through
head
the
up to the
gates.
gates then.
You spend about an hour queuing
Oh,
to get in,
cute.
and eventually,
Fucking
like you,
Disneyland.
it is like fucking Disneyland. There's again like almost similar to Cragpass Citadel. There's lines that seem to be for different things. So there's quite evidently a merchant's line. There's quite evidently people arriving on horseback or by carriage. There's a specific VIP entrance. Then there's like the peasantry entrance, which everyone else is using, and you are using. But eventually, you get you come up to face with one of these guards, and he sort of stops you, and he looks at you, and you can see these lenses twist and turn and sort of zoom in and out as he looks at you, and his voice is like robotic, like he's speaking through a radio, and it's like, "What is your business here?"
Business from Crag Pass to see the Prime Minister.
Yeah, have you got the scrolly thingy?
Yeah, I'll show him the scroll and show him the seal.
He takes it in one hand and like looks at the seal. You can see this the lens like zzzt, like zooms right in on it, and it like zzzt. "You do not look like diplomats."
And
Does
that's
he
so
have
we
to?
don't get
Technically.
attacked on the streets.
"How do I know you haven't attacked somebody for the scroll?"
Because we're very trustworthy people.
"That's what a criminal would say."
I don't think criminals say they're trustworthy. But we look trustworthy. Plus, the seal doesn't look damaged in any way. I don't think criminals would steal a letter and not open it.
Yeah, that missive is intact and it's urgent business.
Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very well. You may proceed.
Thanks.
Nice.
Okay.
I hold my hand out for the parchment.
He gives you it back, and then like you can see these like lenses over his eyes like zoom in and out.
Well,
Oh,
thank you.
over his eyes, like what? Did he cut out again?
Say again?
I just heard it, and these lenses are like, and then it cuts out. Did you make a noise?
Oh, sorry. Like his lenses like zoom in and out on Gildrick,
Oh,
and then
okay.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we walk past him if he's letting us through.
Mm.
Okay. So you walk into like the main it's like a courtyard, it's like a huge courtyard. Off to your right is a huge wall. Again, like there's gears and pistons and stuff that you can see through gaps in the wall, with these huge gates that are operated by giant cogs and giant wheels. And that leads, if you remember the map, that leads into Sector 1. And it was like the gates are like heavily guarded. And then to the south, you can see the beginnings of the market. You can see a lot of brightly dressed people moving about. The one thing that underfoot is it's how to explain it. It's like fake cobble, and you if you look between each cobble, you can see that underneath you are effectively on a raised walkway, and underneath you can see lava flows, you can see bits of machinery, you can see what looks like steam, if you just took a picture of a steam train's wheels, there's like all of that seems to be operating underneath everywhere you walk. And occasionally you can see these turrets pop up out of the ground and do a quick scan and then pop back down. And that's not to mention this blanket of steam and fog that covers the entire place. The biggest draw is once you look through the steam, is you can see these rising out of the top of the steam. You can see the peaks of what you assume to be the Emerald Mead Casino, which almost like from where you are seem to be kissing the sky. There's people pushing past you at the moment, running. You can see there's a large bridge, again covered in machinery, but has got this facade of being a normal stone bridge. But on any inspection, you can tell that it's not. But you can see people running over that bridge, going to spend money, but they're all dressed incredibly well, like incredibly well. And you can see the sectors that have been relegated to existing in the sort of valley that surrounds the Emerald Plateau, but you can just see maybe like the chimneys of houses because it's blanketed in such thick fog.
Wow, this place is like weird.
Say that again.
I can't say I'm that comfortable with this place. It's just weird. I think I'll be like jumping at anything that just the turrets just popping out. I'll be like startled every time.
It's like there's occasional like jets of flame that come out of these sort of path side cylinders, and like there's like lights, like street lights that seem to be fueled somehow with some unknown weird flame that doesn't seem to flicker at all. It's just light. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, have any of you lot seen places like this? This is just weird.
No, this is new to me.
Yeah,
Like, if
I've
I-
stayed here for a while. Like Manon's not really going to be like reacting as scared to these like flames and stuff that
Yeah.
everyone else is. I'll just be like, yeah, I've been here before.
I'll show you what one of the
It's
streets
like-
looks like. Hold on.
Ooh, do that.
There's no token.
Boom.
There is no
in
token.
this.
Hold on.
There is no token.
Hold on.
There is no token.
And no token. There's no token. There's no token.
Oh.
Oh, and that's like glass over the top, is it? Or
Yes. So, well, no, it's open.
that's it, yeah. Oh, it's
Yes.
open. You can just fall down.
Yeah, so you can just, like, there's loads of places like this where you could just fall into the gears, but this is what generally the streets look like. There is, the street side with a railing that comes alongside, and then if, like, you could look through loads of gaps, and this is, like, all of this is operating underneath pretty much everywhere where you walk. You can see these gears and cogs and gouts of steam coming out of various pipes and apparatus.
That's pretty cool.
You can sort of see why Manon's so dexterous as a fighter, though, because you have to watch your feet around it. You can't fall over,
Yeah, oh, you did.
basically.
Oh shit. No. I don't like this.
All right, let's get. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Right, let's get some proper cloaks or whatever, so we can get through to the. I'm guessing the Prime Minister's not going to be in the slums, so I think we have to garb up a bit better. Who was it that needed to buy stuff?
Probably gonna need at least a cloak.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something
Mhm.
as well.
Don't really fancy taking the armor off, so I'll take the cloak to cover it.
And I guess I don't need to take my armor off. I just need to change what it looks like.
Probably
Yeah.
wouldn't suggest
I'll
you
do that.
in the street.
I'll do that after. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that when we get like closer to where we need to be. Just find somewhere quiet to change before we get to the gates and everything. To the posh area.
Do the
'Cause
Superman
the
thing
market's
in a
not in the
sandbox.
posh area, is it? Yeah.
The market's like, yeah, the market's not. It's still considered high class because it's on the
Yeah, but it's not
raised
1, 2, and 3.
fringes, but it's not 1, 2, or 3. No.
Mhm. Right. Yeah, so who else needs to buy something? You're buying a cloak. Jenna, you need to get anything?
Yeah, I will do. I don't know what though.
Nice.
So we just look out for stores on the way.
I mean, are you going to Sector 4? Like the market?
Yeah, I think we'll go to the market.
Okay. I mean, the first thing you notice when you get into the market is this is not a place where you're going to buy fancy clothes from. The market
Oh, okay.
is fresh fruits, groceries, souvenir, like cheap souvenirs. It's like a car boot sale, like a pop-up market on a seaside town. It's that kind of thing.
So we ask
But
them though, like where
yeah,
which
you ask
zone
you
you
ask
would
it.
find the fancy clothes, because every merchant would know where another merchant sells.
Yeah.
clothes.
You ask around and you get various different answers, but the one answer that keeps coming up most is House of Fashion, spelt Haus of Fashion. House of
House
Fashion.
of fashion.
Yeah.
Das ist House of Fashion.
They tell you that you can find it. You can find that in Sector 3, but be prepared to spend some serious money.
Where's that in relation to us?
It's
Yes,
just
it's
it's the
got it.
next sector
Along.
along to the east. To the west, sorry.
Oh, so we keep going like through the market, other side, you and sector.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 By
Does
the-
anyone want to get any like food or anything while we're here? Just like put in any bread.
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 Bad.
Bread.
Cheese.
I mean, yeah, we could probably have some decent food if we've been on the road for that long. It's probably been eating shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Well, we haven't
the
really-
market
literally been eating
sells.
real shit.
Yeah, the market sells like street food, so like hot dogs, or like rat on a stick, or like.
Gildrick,
Do you know what I
you
mean?
like rat.
Hey!
Gildrick's a fan of rat on a
Flashback.
stick.
Yeah, how
That's
good's
a
everyone's
callback.
constitution if we're having street food?
Mine's
Because
Shitting yourself
having
in front of
problems.
the Prime Minister.
oh no,
Ah,
not again.
God damn it. By this time of day though, it is like starting to get dark, and those streetlights are like all firing up now. And the city's like around this area, around the Sector 3 area. You can see everybody's very well dressed. Imagine like Victorian times. Everyone's like very well dressed. There's these huge cast iron street lamps illuminating the area. There's like street performers walking around, like the Edinburgh Fringe kind of vibe. People trying to make a little bit of coin on the side, not getting paid much attention to by the people who live in Sector 3. Because they're kind of seen as a bit of a nuisance. You can see the guards occasionally move them on, like the buskers and stuff like that. The really good buskers are allowed to stay, but you can see like these scraggly humanoids, whether they be like dwarven or human or elven. You can see the scraggly ones that look like Jakies. They get moved on rather quickly, sometimes forcefully, and it's at this point you watch. I think Manon, you've got the highest passive perception, and I think Fallon you'd probably already have clocked it. This is like a ripe area for pickpocketing. The streets are absolutely crowded with people, and there's because of the gantry ways and all of the there's like little choke points where people have to walk past. You've probably already clocked that, like the two of you are probably like like, look at this fucking place for pickpocketing. And it's at that point you notice a human male dipping his hand into somebody's pocket and pulling out a handful of platinum coins, one of which hits the floor and sort of rings out this ding. And just as that ding just as that metal hitting metal chime comes to a stop, a turret fires out of the ground. This barrel goes from being vertical to horizontal. It swings around and fires this huge explosion, and you just see this human male. You just see a hole appear in his chest, and he stumbles backwards over a railing and falls into some gears.
Ooh.
And everyone like watches with like wide-eyed horror, and then just goes back to almost like, well, that's happened again. Shit. Oh well, let's carry on. And before long, it's all back to normal.
I
What
trust my
the
skills,
fuck?
but I don't trust them that much.
Yeah.
Does the person pick up the platinum back up, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah, like yeah.
No, I was literally going to pick up and give it to him back, but again, laughing at me like I was going to steal it.
You've just watched someone being shot and
Yeah.
killed for stealing.
my
You're
sleight
like,
of
is it on
hand
the
is like
floor?
plus
Look,
7.
Finders keepers.
Eldritch is gonna look at the two of them and just be like, maybe keep your sticky fingers to yourself while we're here.
You walk a bit further.
Yeah, so but have you seen
And-
that guys keep his hands in your pockets?
you walk a little bit. You're walking like through these streets. It's an incredible place. A light rain starts to fall, and you can see all of these posh people put up these instantly, like click a button, and these weird contraptions go up above their heads that seems to block rain. And it's at this point you see it's like an electronic billboard. What we would see was an electronic billboard, but this is done with some sort of arcane magic, perhaps. I mean, that's what you surmise. You're like, how else could they project an image onto a flat surface? It's got to be magic.
I just be
But
getting like
it's-
PTSD. It's like, oh, it's like the floating head guy again.
Yeah, but it's like, this is like high definition 4K projection, and it's of a very well dressed, very well groomed goblin, quite fat with a monocle, and it's like his image pops up and he gives like the thumbs up and the point out to whoever's watching, and then along the bottom flashes up Beedle Boom Kettle, providing you with safety and security. And then it like flashes off, and then another advert comes up for like, come to the Emerald Mead Casino, come play Starburst, 50 free spins. And like this part of the city like just is bathed in New York type Times Square like lights and all sorts of attraction. But it's, you walk a bit further and you start to hear like quite upbeat like fashionista like catwalk music, that kind of makes sense. And it's you see like these lights that like these huge spotlights that sort of fire up into the sky and then like drift back down, and you turn and you can see the curved entranceway to House of Fashion, with a big red carpet leading inside, and these lavish gold posts with red VIP ropes slung between them that flank this red carpet on the way in.
Okay, I'm just
This
gonna
is
turn
posh.
to. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I think maybe I should get changed. You should put the cloak on because we might get received a bit better walking into this. If not all of us look like we've been traveling for a week or a couple of days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
yeah, but
is there anywhere? Is there anywhere where I could slide off to change? To do
I don't
my
think you
armor
need to.
thingy?
I don't think you need to change. I think you just do it, and it does it.
It's like a bonus action, isn't it? But
Yeah, but it just transforms. You don't have to get naked. It just turns into.
Well, no. What I'm
whatever you-
saying is, it's more about just doing it discreetly, so you're not randomly changing your appearance in the middle of the street and causing attention.
While I'd
what I
agree,
mean.
while I would agree, normally in this place, your clothes changing are probably the least impressive thing.
Okay.
Like there's freaking billboards blasting light across the streets, and gouts of flame.
Yeah, but I didn't know how normal that would be.
I mean, people are used to people around here are used to that, but trust me, like you just go in, I am now wearing a ball gown, is like no one's gonna pay fucking notice to that at all. Like, especially in this area, maybe in one of the poor sectors, but up here, there's far too much other visual stimuli going on to
You wouldn't notice.
to notice. Yeah.
What kind of thing do you reckon? I don't know what. I can't think of anything right now in my head to change into that would be like that I could walk into a casino if I wanted to, or at least be high enough dressed to like to look like you belong in the posh areas.
Looking at the other females, if that is how you so identify in these crazy woke times, they are dressed. The ones who seem to be who live around here seem to be in sort of Victorian type dresses, so long not pencils. What's the opposite of a pencil skirt? I don't know whatever the opposite of a pencil skirt is.
You're looking
the ones that,
for like an A-line Empire. Was Empire? Is that 1800s or not?
I don't fucking know.
Empire,
But you know what I mean.
neckline.
They're quite well fitting around the top section, but they like boost out at the bottom section, like that kind of dress with a pretty floral bonnet type hat on. That's the kind of people that's the ones that
Victorian,
like.
Is it? I know what you mean.
Yeah. Whatever. That's the ones that kind of seem to live here. The ones that you can see walking in and out of like House of Fashion, or the ones that you can see going over to like the casino, they are dressed in like tight-fitting ball gowns, or like girls on a night out kind of dresses, and you know what I mean. It's all like very modern girls on a night out kind of dress. So there's there's a stark difference between the rich people who live here and are going about daily business and the ones who are out partying.
Well, I think I can only change it once, can't I? Until I either have to turn it all off.
You can do a bonus action.
Or sleep.
Do it as many times as you like. Though.
You can do it as many as you like because it's a bonus action out of combat.
Oh, fair enough.
So.
Oh, in that case then, I just got. I'll just do what everyone else is wearing around me then, like like if you live in the area.
So the rest of you just see this gradual change in Manon's clothing as she transforms to be wearing a I don't know what color. What color would you like?
I'll try and find it. Probably not. Just go for a darker color. Can't think of what I'm looking for. Basically, just anything that Eva Green wears in any of her films where she's Victorian. She's a babe. I love Eva Green so much.
Okay.
Like from Penny Dreadful or whatever. Just any of those would do.
Understood.
Got ya.
Yeah.
Okay. So I take it you're walking. You're going to House of Fashion.
Come again, sorry? They're cut out.
I assume you're walking into House of Fashion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just find some.
Was you not expecting us to go there today?
I'm just trying to find some decent music that would.
You better work, bitch.
It's hard. It's
Working.
What's this one? Yeah, I'll do. But yeah, you walk along this red carpet, into House of Fashion, and you can see the mannequins in the windows have got some sort of enchantment on them that like change their position and their poses every so often. And you walk in, and this place is like a mix between a nightclub and a shop. There are scantily clad girls, very well dressed boys, drinking like champagne while shopping. And at this point, like a very slim elven man walks up to you. A cat walks up to you. And he's like, darlings, hello, welcome to House of Fashion. How may I help you? Oh, you're beautiful. He's like, he instantly gets out like a tape measure, and he stands next to like Aiden and starts measuring parts of Aiden, and he's like,
whoa.
sir, you would look so good in all of this. I can smell it. You are going to look brilliant.
I'm okay.
My.
Those two.
A dragon man. I can't wait to work on you.
I'm just gonna turn around, pointing at Gildred. It's like, but look at this canvas.
Excitement.
Look at all you could do. Look at this.
I do like a canvas
Taylor's
that I can work with. He starts like he's got one of those pin cushions that you wear on like a wrist bracelet. It's like got a pin cushion on the back of it, and he starts taking out pins and like pinning parts of Aiden's clothing up. And he's like, I take it in here a little bit. We show that caboose. You need the caboose to really be able to shout. Yes.
Ow. I'm okay. I'm okay.
He's walking he like grabs you by the hand and starts like, and he's got the campest walk in the world. Like he's walking down a fucking catwalk. And he takes you by the hand and he's walking you down these aisles, and he's like he's just throwing hats at you and putting hats on you. He like wraps a scarf around you, and he's like, this color look brilliant on you. I like, oh, my darling, this is so good.
You just see Aiden's like completely uncomfortable, like
he puts the scarf. He puts the scarf on you and like twirls you around, and then as you're like spinning, he like hands you a glass of champagne and like puts this wingtip, this like probably, I don't know, the most expensive wingtip shoe you've ever seen in your life. Puts it on you as you're spinning and like gently pushes you back, and you fall into like this velvet chair. He's like, you sit there, my darling, while I go and see to your friends. And like you see him like zip off. And he like appears behind Fallon, and like he grabs both your arse cheeks from behind, and he's like, oh darling, the amount of men and money you could attract with this. how about we put you in this? And he like brings like a short like a mini skirt and like wraps it around the front of you, and he's like, no, this cheap, disgusting, you're a classy woman. And he like throws it away and like wraps another thing and like, this is perfect, split on the right hand side, excellent. We team it with this and puts a hat on you, and he's like, how about you have a drink? And then before you know it, you've got like 50 fucking scarves on, 2 hats and 2 glasses of champagne. And he's like pinning parts of your like, he's like pinning parts of your blouse up, and he's like, are you single, my dear? You are going to be very popular in this city. Not like those whores, but more like those good girls from the casino. Yeah.
I'm just gonna drink these 2 glasses in my hand and just hope for the best.
All right, my dear. You sit with your friend. You sit with your changeling friend over there. I know. I know.
What?
Okay.
You think I am silly? You think when I grab a piece of his caboose, I did not feel that he wasn't quite all there? Please, I have worked in this business for so long. All right, Dragon
Maybe
Boy.
he's just got a flat horse.
I'm gonna go sit next to the changeling boat. It's all fine.
I will get to you in a moment. All right, Dragon Boy. My, big boy. What can we do for you, House of Fashion? We need to get rid of this awful heavy crap. We need to put you something fine, something great, something that matches your stature. No.
Sure, the armor stays though.
No, the armor must go, sir. You cannot walk around. You want to buy a cloak from House of Fashion?
A fancy one.
Fashion? Is that?
There, we do not deal in cloaks here. We deal in the finest materials, in the expert craftsmanship.
Something that can go over the armor, then.
Something that go. Are you crazy? Look at the size of you. That will take forever.
The armor's not negotiable, I'm afraid.
I like a man who drives a hard bargain, no? Fine. We could possibly do it, but it would be a custom order, you know, and nothing off the shelf. Not that you should be buying anything off the shelf anyway. You should be getting things made anyway.
Just think about it. You could be the first prototype of a fanciest cloak anyone would ever seen walking out there with your brand on it.
I told you, my
might
dear.
have a friend.
We do not deal in cloaks here.
You don't, but if
Goodness.
you did one, it might become a new trend.
It will not,
Fashion
no.
statement.
I did not become the proprietor of House of Fashion by selling clocks. I know what is good. Now, Dragon Man, if I was to make, say, how do you say, overgarment for armor, what style would you like?
What do you think would work?
What a great question. Come with me, my friend. And he like grabs your hand and he does his fucking fancy arse fucking wiggly walk in front of you. And he starts like just throwing clothes off the hangers onto you. And takes you into a back room. Like just past where Aiden and Fallon are sitting with their champagne. He like pushes you through this door and then looks at Aiden and Fallon, gives them like this creepy smile, and then like whips his head around Ace Ventura style and like disappears into this back room with you. And he starts like cutting and like stitching and he's like, and basically he sort of it's like do you know, I can't remember, I don't know what the Indians call it, but do you know that traditional Indian tunic kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's like that. He's like, I think this will look great, but it will take me a few days to complete, no?
Sure. How much?
Excellent.
would it Unless that's too close.
Cost of the materials plus my labor plus the custom order, 2,500 gold.
I shall have to confer with my colleagues.
Ah, yes, of course. I mean, not everybody can afford House of Fashion, no?
Give me a second.
Very well.
Bring back out and be like, that was an experience.
Yeah.
Some champagne.
How much gold do we have on us in total? Because he quoted me a lot that I don't have.
What we talking here? Like 2 gold? Because it's only clothing.
2.5 grand.
Come again?
2.5 grand.
For-
Is it, are they not just doing you the cloak thing? Is this what's going over the armor?
No, he's decided on some form of tunic style to go over the armor, and he's quoted me 2.5 grand. And if that's
Wow.
the kind of pricing we're expecting, I don't think we've got 5 grand between us to pay for this.
See, I just need off the rack. So I don't need to cover my arm.
I don't either, but he keeps attacking me, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel
do-
that.
I think we should go. I don't like this.
Well, maybe if the rest of us dress up, you can look like our bodyguard, like in the armor. Because like official
yeah.
people would have bodyguards, wouldn't they? That wouldn't look too unusual.
Yeah, I mean, I might need to get it patched and puffed up
Polished.
a little bit to look professional like that, but we can certainly go that route.
Mm-hmm.
might be
Fallon, did
cheaper.
you see anything on the rack that was within price range?
I got groped and I got sat down. I've not seen anything.
Drank
The-
wine.
Yeah,
We'll just see what your
It's a
options
good
are
day.
right now.
I'm debating my life choices, but
It's at this
Yeah,
point
not
like he
seeing
appears
anything.
like he appears like back through one of the cloven bits, and he's like, "Did I hear your females talking about the rack? You need braziers, no?"
not
No.
This
Just
rack.
off the rack.
The
What
rack of
dresses
clothes.
off the rack.
Oh, you are far too beautiful to be buying off the rack. You need custom
Nope. I need
craftsmanship,
rack
the finest materials.
off the rack. Finest
Rack
materials straight
City
off
bitch.
the rack.
Rack City bitch.
Ugh, very well. And he like closes 2 bits of like 2 of these hangers together and like disappears again.
Yeah.
What, he's gone? Or is he like
No, he's still hanging around, but he's not talking to you at the moment. He's like, you can see him talking to other people as they're coming in.
I
Oh,
just take off
those.
everything he put on and just put it to the side.
Can someone help
Oh,
me with these
God.
pins?
yeah, you just start dismantling stuff. So is there like a rack to browse through with price tag on?
There's there's tons of like stuff on racks, yeah.
Okay, head to the reduced to clear aisle.
Yeah. I'll take that season. It's
On
fine.
sale.
Last decade seasons. We want to
Yeah.
get that
There
low.
there is no sale area in House of Fashion. It's far too
course not.
highbrow for that. They would.
What
I
about the
think
bins
they'd
out the
rather.
back? Should we sneak through?
Take some off first.
Yeah.
Is it
I
not
think
like
they'd
an
rather,
outlet
like,
store next door?
Like, this is the kind of place like where fashion conscious people would never be seen dead with wearing the same outfit twice. And House of Fashion certainly echoes that same sentiment in that no 2 things are the same on hangers. So it's not like where you walk into Primark and here is our blue t-shirt and
Yeah,
there's
so
50,
what you're
there's 50
saying
of
is
them.
we're not getting anything less for 2.5 grand, is that what you're
No,
saying?
you can't get this. There is stuff. The reason it was like he charged because it was custom made. It's custom made.
Yeah.
has to fit over armor. It's got a 2-day lead time. Like he has to work on it for 2 days. Like, and it's
Okay, I
House
just
of
need a
Fashion. So it's,
simple black dress. Ideally.
okay. Roll me a D100.
Oh god, why?
Okay, that's not bad. That's good. You, for A1, top 20%, you managed to find a little black dress that seems to
nice.
be exactly your dimensions.
God, I love
Um,
the dimension.
But this is where he sees you, and he like sees you like holding it up against the front, like your front, and like looking in one of the mirrors, and like you just see his face. Like you're looking in the mirror, you just see his face appear behind you in the mirror, and he sort of wraps his arms around you and pulls the dress like tight around your hips, and he's like, "Oh, this fits perfectly. You should team it with this." And he wraps like a silk black half scarf around your neck, and like a little black French beret. He pops one of those on your head, and he's like, "Wow, that's it, perfect." And next is his shoes, and he pulls out like a pair of black laced high heels, and he's like, "My
So I can't wear my
goodness,
boots with this?
I've never seen someone look so sexy." Off the rack.
I think we've all just
anyway.
learned what Chris's type is.
This isn't me. I'm playing a character, you motherfucker.
Not me.
Inspiration.
It's not me. I like
Stop
them
it.
thick with 2 C's.
I like them big. I like them chunky.
Chunky. Moto Moco like.
I like to hear that clap clap.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Anyway,
right, come on, Fallon, do your thing. Fight him off. Get the cheapest price you can. He's adding more
Okay.
stuff on, so you spend more money. It's how they get you.
Okay. So what are we
I
looking
mean,
at
spend what you
here?
want. I don't mind. You look
it's like,
nice.
Why?
I could ring this up at the till for you right now for a 420 gold. It's slightly older dress. It's very last week, but I think you can pull it off. Yeah.
Is this acceptable in the casino? Would you say?
Oh yes, the men will be all over you in the casino if you wear a little black dress.
Just what I wanted. Okay.
Please. I got money. I can spend it on you. I don't know how much you've got because obviously I don't know. I've only got from when we've been doing stuff the whole time.
In my inventory, 24.
24. Oh, baby.
No.
Let Sugar Mama sort you out. Let Mama.
I got you, boo.
Sugar mother.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll buy that for her. Yeah. Happy with that?
Yes, you gonna ring me up, good sir?
Yeah.
Chris. No accent on that, just yeah.
Yeah.
All
Now he's
right.
got the sale, he's not even
Fine.
pretending to be camp anymore.
Vamos.
He's like, yeah.
Yes. He does it. I mean, he takes it over the till. But he does have that like, this is like probably one of the cheapest items in the shop, but it's on.
Put it on me.
It's
it's
to
gonna
buy. So
How much was that again? 420? 400?
Yeah.
400 what now?
420.
I'll
Say
look at
420.
I'll look at Gildrick and say, when did this happen with these two?
I don't know.
We did some bonding.
Okay.
29 gold. Just trying to change my money while I remember. Well,
No worries.
just go. Done. Best. Done. Right, okay, so that are we all sort of sorted enough to go somewhere reasonable? You're gonna be our bodyguard, so you just be working your
Yeah,
armor,
I
just
think
clean it up a bit.
if there's a blacksmith nearby, just to get me armor spruced up a quick bit.
Not just fiction.
Fuck to it.
Hot yeah.
Spit on that thing.
Gotta spit on that thing. Oh, shit.
Straight away.
Right. However, it is 10:30. So,
Mhm.
that is where we're going to end it for
It's
this week.
10:28. I'll have you know. 2 minutes.
Yes, but by the time I've explained stuff and made sure everyone's still going to be around next week, it'll be 10:30. So currently you're trying to make sure that you're dressed well enough to get in onto the Emerald Plateau. Basically, that's the current thinking, right?
Wherever the president's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be fancy.
Yeah, well, you don't know that yet, but you don't know where he is anyway. But so Jenna is currently got an outfit. Gildrick hasn't. Aiden hasn't.
I've
And
got that.
and Manon
clothes.
has. Oh yeah,
The
you've got
diplomat's
your
thing.
diplomats thing, which
Yeah.
might be all right, might not be. Like
We could try.
we're talking, yeah. Diplomats are dressed well, but they're like this is another level.
Yeah, diplomat's a diplomat. You gotta dress from where you came from.
It would go more in line with actually being a diplomat and coming across.
Yeah,
Actually plays into the story there.
yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
it makes sense that you
Yeah,
have a
fair.
bodyguard. So
So that's where we're currently at.
Yep.
That works for me. Okay, so what's your plan going forward?
We've
and
got to
find-
try and find where he is at the moment.
Okay.
So we could ask this fashion house where he thinks he'll be, because I don't know. I assume being like the best fashion place, he might also dress Mr. President man. So I don't know. It's just my thought of asking who would know how to get in
Yeah.
contact with him, or where he is, or does he come by at a certain time,
that
or what
works.
his habits are. Yeah, just
Alright.
anyone who might know. So my first port of call would be to ask this fashion guy. If not, then ask what other shops are sort of on the street or might know where to find.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
forgive me if I'm wrong, wasn't one of the cultists ran this way?
yeah.
Yes.
So that's another thing we've got to do here. While we're here.
Yep.
Is that
Or
right?
tell
did
him
go
about
somewhere else?
it. Or we could tell the vice president about it.
Investigate it.
Yes.
See if we can get paid to do it though.
Yes, that would be nice.
I've just
Yeah,
spent loads of money.
Thank you.
So the swords were being delivered here as well, weren't they? From the
Yeah,
cultists.
yeah.
Clean Cloud's one of the places. Hmm. So yeah, there's got to be a cultist scene around here somewhere. I presume we still have those papers and stuff.
Yeah,
Never
I've
actually
still
said we
got-
throw them away or anything. So
What? Where the delivery?
yeah, the
Destinations
delivery
were.
locations were.
I think it just did say Steamcraft City, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't really say specifically, I don't think. But yeah,
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for attending. Has anyone got any issues with next week?
Good
No,
Friday.
I
isn't
don't
it?
believe so.
Just currently.
Cool.
Is it
All
Good
right. Well,
Friday?
if anything comes, yeah, it'll be
Yeah, it's Good Friday.
yeah, Good Friday. Yeah. If anyone's got any issues, let me know. In good
I'm
time if
good.
that's
Uh,
possible.
I
But
think I'm still off.
Mm.
Awesome.
Cool.
Sweet.
Right. Well, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Sounds good.
Anytime at all. Right, I'll speak to you all later.
Cheers, mate.
Ta-da.
Toodaloo. Bye bye.
Uh,